response team.
The Avengers Initiative was shut down.
This isn't about the Avengers. These people may be isolated, unbalanced even, but I believe with the right push, they can be exactly what you need.
War isn't won by sentiment, Director.
No, it's won by soldiers.
Right now, you, every single one of you out there, have a chance to be a part of the greatest organization the NFL has ever seen, the Dallas Cowboys. And you are fans of a championship football team. And what do? You blog. You blog so hard that you're running up and down the internet all night long. If it's 4 o'clock in the morning and you got to get another story out, you blog. You know why? Because you know more about your team than anybody else. There is 32 teams in the league. 32 teams. You expect them to know every team like you know yours? Wait, they don't. They don't. And how do you do this? You go to the Dallas Cowboys show, you get a blog, and you blog about the Cowboys. You blog all night long about the Cowboys. You tell people what they need to know about the Cowboys instead of letting people tell you. That's what you did all last year. No more. You know why? Because we have the internet. All you have to do is have heart. And you can do it. You know why? Because you're a fan of a championship football team. And a fan of a championship football team, they give everything. They give everything they got to help their team make it to the Super Bowl. And if you're not willing as a fan to give it all you got, then you go to the New England Patriots. Blog, 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 blog. There's nothing better than that. Nothing more fulfilling. Nothing more special. Blog.
Big time, you got us.
Oh my God. What in the world is happening? Listen, everybody, I need all of you right now to immediately hit that share button, hit that like button as you come in. This is going to be totally incredible. You see what it is, DC Universe. We once again unite. The content creators of the one and only the Dallas Cowboys have come together. We are here to bring you the best content. We just gonna make a movement right here. We gonna make sure that the Jones family see this tonight. Somebody just hit it, just share it to somebody. If you know players, send it to everyone. We in the building. As you just look across this screen right here, look at all of this talent that you see right here. Just look. I don't have to look. Do I even have to say anything? Look, I don't have to introduce them, but I will. But because these are the best. Look, boss. That moves in. Lou Takes is in the building. Henry DeMore. Star is in the building. Amp coming through the smoke like Ric Flair. You see myself. You got Landlord in the building. Here's the funny part. There's more. There's more that can come in at any moment. You got the greatest content creators recognized by many people in this country today, all come together for one goal, one purpose, and that is to make the Dallas Cowboys better, bottom line. And so we're here tonight. This ain't entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, as you come into the chat, you have just entered a war. This is gonna be a war tonight. We serious business about this. And I can't think of any better people to be associated with at the moment. We're gonna get the quick preliminaries out of the way, and then we're going to work real quick. Boss Cowboy, what's up?
What's up with it, man? So obviously I wanted to give my opening statements real quick, because I want to get y'all prepared for what's getting ready to happen. We have two sides. So basically we have people that really believe in some particular offensive linemen, and we believe that they're BPA. So when we're thinking that, we know we're on an uphill battle. Like, we already know that most people don't want that. But I want to prepare you for some wee-woo that's likely getting ready to happen from the other side. The other side is represented by landlord. You know, you can't trust him. He run a trap house.
Nefariousness.
You can't trust him. He run a trap. So then you got Henny, you know, so you already know, like, he the stat nerd hood. You know, he the hood stat nerd. So you got to keep your eyes open. You know, the person that's going to, you know, keep it kind of PG and sweet, that's going to be star. But you got to watch them sweet ones. Them the ones that'll stab you. So it's gonna be stuff like this. I'm gonna just tell you what they gonna say on the opening. I'm telling you what they gonna say. They gonna say,
trying to pull an Eminem 8 Mile, man. We ain't listening to all that.
So
man.
this is the beautiful thing about today. See, when people interrupt me, I can do this. See, that's the beautiful thing about days like this. So what you do is when they interrupt you today, it's gonna be order up in here. You know what I'm saying? So on my opening statement, so I'm gonna say this: they go do stuff like this. They go try to make you believe that your team can't get better unless they get a weapon only at 12. That's gonna be a lie. They go also try to lie to you and make you believe that offensive line is okay. You really don't need it. So they gonna play a whole lot of head games with you. So I just want to come prepared, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, and let you know that the OC who is on the good side, so is Lou, and so is myself, and we're outnumbered. We still go whoop them. We still go whoop them. And see, they cheat us too. See, because landlord said he wasn't go showed up. He still showed up. Listen, they're shady on the other side.
You already pulled one.
You see, it's different. It's different today, landlord. It's different today. It's different.
You sing. Cause look, you can't be soon.
It's different today.
I already see this finna be nefarious.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna be very nefarious if you.
How you shooting shots, damn?
You see how it's gonna be when you cut me off. It's gonna be dirty. So it's like ain't nobody gonna get no word in. So let's go. So anyway, man, my opening statements, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, is we're gonna have you convinced today. Just be open-minded. That's my opening statement.
All right.
All
well,
right.
Can I get my opening statement?
Hold on. Everybody gonna get one. What's up, Lou? We're gonna go down the line. Come on, talk, Lou.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we are arguing BPA or trenches versus weapons. And here today on this show right here, we will convince you to consider with the 12th pick outside the lottery, a high value pick to not hone in and pick off your emotions. We are here to argue straight facts, argue a player, argue the past, argue your future, and we here to take everyone on the team into account. We are not going to be selfish, and we're going to put the Dallas Cowboys first. That is my opening statement, short and sweet.
Showtime, Henry DeMoore, what's up?
All right. So for my opening statement, I'm going to prove to you that they are trying to sell you a lie. They are trying to fabricate, a demand for offensive line where there is not one. Your team is bleeding out, dying slowly at other key positions, but they want to use pick 12 for a position that is already filled with a player that is serviceable and have played well in the opportunities given to him. They do not believe in draft and develop. They only believe in draft. So we have one player on this team that is developing, and his name is Brock Hoffman. But because he is not some super hyped up, overly loved pick that they have pined over for months, he is no good for them because he is not a first round pick. He cannot play for the vaunted offensive line of Dallas Cowboys. Even though history says the Dallas Cowboys' best line back in the 90s was constructed fully from people from second round pick, undrafted picks. Nobody on that line was first round. So they want to use pick number 12 for a position that is already filled when you don't have a true wide receiver 2. There's other positions that actually need 12. So we can argue BPA and weapon, but I'm here to tell you that offensive line, especially guard is not it. You want to replace a weak link on the line? Let's talk about Tyler Guyton. But we ain't finna talk about no guard. Ted or die right now. That's my opening statement.
Good Lord, maybe we save it, Henry. One and only Amp is in the building. Come on, talk Amp real quick with your opening statement.
What's good, ladies and gentlemen? How y'all doing? Glad to see you. So, your boy Amp. I was team wide receiver. And then I started to lean over to team O-line, team hooker, right? But now I'm starting to head back towards the middle. So tonight, and this is breaking news, y'all, yours truly is the X Factor. So on tonight, I may help O-line. And on tonight, I may help weapon, but you
can't trust them types.
See which way Amp is gonna sway.
Wow. Got the wild card in the building.
Double cross.
My goodness, he'll turn
I love it
tonight. Come on, landlord in the building. Landlord from Alabama. Yeah. Come on, talk, man.
Yes, sir. I go by landlord from Alabama. If you didn't know, you know what I'm saying? We got a really, what can you call boss at this point? Because, you know, he playing real dirty right now. He throwing shots and then he gonna mute me. I don't know where they do that at. That must be some Oak Cliff stuff, some Dallas stuff. We don't play like that. You know what I'm saying? He playing real dirty. But yeah, man, they want to sell you on a lot of wee-woo, as in his word. It's a lot of wee-woo going on, y'all. We done had all these great old linemen throughout the years. Tell us where that put us at. What did that do for us? Oh, Dak Prescott got great block, but didn't find nobody open because them boys was all over. So I just want to say, man, we done had the best of the best O-linemen, and we still got nothing. Y'all talking about, oh, the best we ever had was with O-linemen. We just had great O-linemen. We just had O-linemen of the decade. But y'all talking about the only way we could succeed if we got O-linemen. Man, and then y'all so greedy. Y'all don't want to at least get a second round O-lineman. Like, all I want is a real pick at 12 as a weapon. That's all I want. Y'all can have the rest of the draft for real. Like, all I want is a certified, bona fide weapon at 12. Y'all can have second round and do what you want to do with it. But y'all greedy. So that's what's going to lead to y'all demise today. And I told you, they came dressed for their funeral today, Mr. Boss. So, hey, we shooting all kind of shots. We want all the smoke. Let's do it.
Let's do it. And before we get out of here, we got two more to make opening statements tonight, and I want to go ahead and get the floor now to the queen of the show tonight. We got.
I done took off, man. Oh, man, hey, man, my bad.
Star in there, go on, talk, Star.
Well, what's up, guys? It's your girl Star, and today's argument is pretty simple. It is need versus want. Again, need versus want. Sometimes you may want to go to McDonald's, Chick-fil-A. You may want to go to Ruth's Chris and get you a nice steak. When you look at the bank account, you're like, my rent is due. I can't afford that. And so simply today, what we're trying to show y'all is that we may want to go into the draft and say, let's ignore weapons and let's just do pure BPA and get another offensive lineman. But is that what you need or is that what you want? And I'm going to rest my case on that. Well, I'm not going to rest my case, but that's the end of my opening statement.
I love it. And last but certainly not least, we have the one and the only. Everybody loves him. I know I do. The one and only, the great OC is in the building. Come on, talk to us, OC.
Hey guys, thanks for having me on the show. The only thing I'm going to present is facts and data, and I'm going to explain and encapsulate the variety of angles and what I think the few and only few options are for pick 12. And so that's what I endeavor to do in this discussion today. So salute to everybody here.
All right, listen, we don't want to waste no more time before we get it started. Listen, I need everybody in here, all of you guys that are in the chat right now. Let's start this off right, because once we really get going, we ain't gonna be able to just say, hey, pause and all that. Everybody hit that like button. Please hit that like button tonight. Smash it. Everybody smash it. Whatever channel that you're watching this on, Everybody smash it. The super chats are available, as you all guys already know. Go in. We do that. We will try our best to highlight your super chats tonight. All you have to do is just do what you usually do. Give us what we need real quick. Everybody started off, but it's almost wartime. We're going to be here just for a minute or so, and we're not going to even waste time with it. Boss, go ahead. And I see
Let's get ready to
there we go.
Man, let's go, man. So listen, this is easy work. So Star, we gonna kick it off with you because you the one that basically had this thought. So, you know, go ahead and get it off your chest. You talked about this. You can elaborate on it, and we'll counter you.
Yeah, so basically, you know, my argument is that it would be great to have first round picks across the line. I mean, I'll admit that, you know, I'm gonna concede and say that. But I think that when you look at the state of our team, that there is a glaring hole, right? It's a glaring hole on our team. And that glaring hole, to be honest, is wide receiver 2. Okay? And so I believe that is our biggest need. You can also say corner in there, but I think, what are we always saying in the big game? We need someone to take pressure off of CD. They're rolling coverage to CD. These guys, they're playing man coverage against us. No one can get open. And I feel like we could have the best offensive line possible. And let's not act like Dak Prescott has not made it work with, let me not say trash, but has not made it work with wide receiver by committee. But we also know that Dak has made it work with an offensive line that may not necessarily be considered the best when it comes to the rankings. But when I go through, when I look at our great wall, the great wall of the Dallas Cowboys from the 90s, we look at Nate Newton, right? Nate Newton was not drafted, right? He was an undrafted free agent. He was actually cut by the Washington Redskins and then was ended up drafted by the USFL, the Tampa Bay Bandits, right? So anybody looking at Nate Newton, if you're just looking at him in face value before he became the great Nate Newton, we would say he was trash, right? He was an undrafted free agent. You know, like people say, he was undrafted for a reason. You know, that's so when we look at that, but what did Nate Newton turn out to be? Multiple-time Pro Bowler, multiple All-Pro. Then we go to Mark Tooney, right? Who wasn't even drafted at all, right? Another undrafted free agent. Then we go to and then he was also, I think he was drafted by the USFL. So this is another guy, like we say, stop getting people from the UFL. Stop getting people from the UL. Now it's the UFL, but it used to be the USFL, right? We need to get premium talent in these positions. We can't get premium talent out of somebody who was literally in a lesser league than the NFL. Then you go to Mark Stefanoski. He was drafted, but what round was he drafted in? The 3rd round. Then we go to Kevin Gogan. We say, well, where was he drafted at?
8.
I think he was drafted in the 8th round, which we don't even have that anymore. And I believe one of these linemen came on the team. Yeah, I forgot. Mark Tooney. He was also a converted
free agent.
He was undrafted free agent, but he was converted from a D tackle to an offensive line.
Right.
And you know who the difference was? Who was the difference? The difference was our offensive line coach, who was Hudson Hawk. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. Because the great Jimmy Johnson said that he went to him and he said, hey, I need you to make something that is nothing with this offensive line. And that's exactly what he did. And we ended up being the most dominant offensive line for years and getting our name of the Great Wall. But then we also go and we say, okay, Star, that was a long time ago. Offensive linemen, it just wasn't valued back then and all of this type of stuff. So, okay, I got something for that too. When we look at the top offensive lines, which last year was Detroit, Philly, Atlanta, Kansas City, and Buffalo. So when I look at Detroit, Graham Glasgow, right? What round was he drafted in? The 3rd round. Okay. Then we go to Taylor Decker. What round was he drafted in? Now he was a 1st round pick. But then we skip around and we go to Cam Jurgens from the Eagles. What round was he drafted in? Second round. Then we go to Jordan Mailata. What round was he drafted in? Seventh round. And considered one of the best left tackles, I believe. One of the best left tackles.
Second. Larry Allen was second round pick.
Oh, I didn't even touch. Oh, I guess you must be putting stuff in the chat. I'm looking at something so I can't see. But then we go to Landon Dickerson, another second round pick, right? We move to Atlanta. Let's look at Matthew Bergeron, second round pick. Drew Dalman, second round pick. Go to Deion Hawkins with Buffalo. What was he? The second round pick, right? Osiris Torrance, second round pick. Spencer Brown, what was he? I think a third round pick. So I think I'm putting the nail in the coffin that you do not need premium weapons across the line. Yes, all of these lines that I mentioned, they do have first round picks on the line, but guess what? So do the Dallas Cowboys. So it's not like we're trying to say, let's do it like the 90s style. Let's get a deep tackle and put him at guard. No, we're not trying to do all of that. But what we're trying to say is when you have a glaring hole on your team, you have to address that glaring hole before anything else. You don't have the luxury. That's my argument. We don't have the luxury, especially if we don't go and Allen to Dallas. But if we don't go and get a free agent wide receiver too, then that's pigeonholing us to the point where you can go ahead and address your need. I mean, your want. You can go ahead and address it and just say, let's just be a BPA and it'll be great. But then what happens again when you still have that same issue? No one's open. No one can be pressed, right? Because guess what? Great wide receivers help the offensive line. If they can get open quickly, then and the quarterback can get the ball out. Somebody like Tom Brady, that was his specialty, right? Get that ball out fast. So it's like you may not have this offensive line, but you make your offensive line play better if you can get the ball out faster. The way you get the ball out faster is if you have better weapons and you have better scheme. And I'm gonna rest my case on that.
That was so weak, man. Wow. We got to counter that, man. Like, and we was all so patient. Shout out to the team, man. Shout out to the team. I just want to ask Lou, do you want a banger or OC? Which one of y'all want a banger? Because I sure would easily bang that.
I'm gonna let the OC go first. I'll come up behind.
Let's go, man.
Yeah, and Star, I like you a lot, Star. I like you a lot. I respect your content. I respect what you do. I think that you're amazing at what you do, and you're super talented podcaster. I will say this. I will say respectfully, we're not in the 90s, and if you look at the offenses that have been elite over the last 10 Super Bowls, you see top 10 offensive lines. That's what you see, and so I'm saying that we need to be open to take the guard if that is the best pick at the time, and that is what can help the most based on the players available for the Dallas Cowboys. And what I am against, I'm greatly against forcing a weapon at our pick in the first round because there are other weapons. And you don't necessarily have to draft a wide receiver or a running back in the very first round to be successful in this year's draft. Furthermore, most of the receivers that you have that come into the league, very few of them, with the exception of Neighbors, Jamar Chase, a handful of elite guys are really ready to play and have significant damage in their very, very first year in the league. It's very unlikely. Most of them are mentored. They're mentored a year or two, and they develop into true number ones or number one Bs. I would say that. So, and I'm being soft because I'm saving some for these other people, right? So, at the end of the day, I think that you bring up a good point, in that yes, you can find value with offensive linemen in later rounds. That's true, but the trend, even some of the people you named, Dickerson, these guys are drafted early. And also, on a 360 view, we have to consider something we haven't considered. Brian Schottenheimer, how does he like to run his offense? What will he do? That's what we got to think about. What he wants to do is power run this football, zone, inside zone, some toss, some ISO. That's what he wants to do. That is what he wants. So his priority is going to be some power up in the front of that line. That is going to be a priority for him. And he wants to play action pass. And if we go back to Seattle and we go back to where Russell Wilson was throwing 40 touchdowns, they had beef and strength at the point of attack. And furthermore, they didn't really have a second receiver. They didn't. I'm not saying we shouldn't get one. They had Lockett. They were play action passing, completing a variety of routes to Lockett and these no-name receivers. Furthermore,
simmer down, boss.
Furthermore, there were two backs. There were two backs that he had that when Beast Mode left, it was two no-name backs. I don't even remember their names. I would have to Google it. But these guys both rushed for 1,000 yards underneath Brian Schottenheimer's offense. So I'm saying you don't do that without a quality offensive line. Am I saying that you 100% you have to draft the guard with the first pick? No, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying it needs to be something based upon the 360. And I'll shut up because I'm going to save something for you guys. It has to be something that's considered based on the 360 what's going on with this team. And you can't throw it out the window and say that's the bad thing to do. That's my statement for now. You guys go ahead.
Let me jump in real quick, boss. I know you're ready, but we can't have a 2-on-1.
Why we can't?
No,
I got a rebuttal for that. They the ones who got the time.
I got a rebuttal. I got a rebuttal too.
Hold tight. We just had Star. That's weapon. Then we had the OC, so now we're gonna switch it back to the weapon. Then we'll come back to.
No, we still on that same topic. I was gonna be quick.
We keeping the same topic, but we're gonna have the rebuttal.
But you're gonna be drilling it home if y'all keep going back to back.
Okay, my bad. I get it now. I'm just so ready to shoot y'all. Go ahead. Go ahead, Lance.
I get them.
She has some specific stuff. So that means I'm gonna have to count them both of them, and I'm ready to do that. Is that
easy
cool?
work, man?
Well, let's go then, landlord. Easy work. Let's go.
This is what I want to tell y'all though, because it's basically what y'all failing to realize. The biggest error y'all taking right now is the way that y'all pushing for us to do this. It's the way we've been doing it, and we've been failing. So why would we do it again? Y'all pushing for the same stupid stuff. Like, just being real, bro, we've been drafting O-line. That's what we've been doing. How could you act like this a new theory all of a sudden, and we've been running against this brick wall over and over for the past 10 years? Y'all acting like this something brand new all of a sudden. That's why we've been failing, because we ain't drafted a second-round receiver since CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb was the first receiver we got. Other than him, we ain't put no real resources in the draft and no receiver, bro. But y'all talking about this O-line theory like it's new and it's something we never done. That's what we've been doing, and we've been failing. So if anybody need their own, if anybody need to represent a new theory, it's us. Y'all done had y'all time. That's exactly what we've been doing. So how y'all acting like y'all just discovered the wheel or something? Is y'all crazy, man? Like, we've been doing that, bro. The theory that y'all pushing, we've been doing it, and we've been failing. I rest my case.
All right, and I'm going to turn it over to boss, because the boss ready to pounce. Landlord, you got a lot of back up in the chat, boss. I don't know if you're watching, but he got a lot.
Until he's cross-examined, and that's why I came with my suit on. Because see, it's easy to get excited when you hear people, say stuff to get you in your emotions. That's why I started my opening statement like they was gonna say stuff to try to get you in your feelings. They was gonna exaggerate. And so, like, for instance, let me just rebuttal, and I'm gonna be quick. I'm gonna respect everybody. I'm gonna be so quick. I'm gonna first rebuttal to what landlord said, which was nefarious, said the same stupid stuff. So it was not stupid when we drafted Zach Martin, and then our running back, Murray, went from an average of 11 to 1,800. That wasn't stupid. So what actually happened too behind your running game and getting Zach Martin, it improved your running back, even a washed up running back, which was McFadden. You had somebody that was able to get 100 1,000 yards in 10 games. So I'm not gonna let y'all disrespect your own history and see. And it's not stupid, because guess what happened? Also, Mr. Landlord, Mr. Nefarious One. So when we had a rookie and we had a guy named Romo that we was depending on to take us to the next step, it was your offensive line with Zeke, sir, that was able to take a rookie quarterback and win 11 games. And both of those was franchise records. 10 was our franchise record under Romo, and 11 was our franchise record under. So was that stupid? No, it was not. So that's why I said we gonna talk facts today. And I did bring my suit, because I'm sure not finna be buried in my suit. I'm finna bury your ass. So now it's your time now, Miss Star. I need you to come here. I need you to come here. Nope. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing, because I said I was gonna be quick, and I got the button today. So let me say this. Because we ain't gonna have this Henny talking over stuff today. We ain't doing none of that today. So let me say this, and I'm gonna be real quick, because Star was the easiest. She went through this whole soliloquy of how all these people was drafted on such and such round, and this person was second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, undrafted. But see, what she not being honest about is a redraft grade. So if you took that man, am I preaching to what, Lou?
Hell no. I don't. People talking about you can't rewrite history, but we failed to realize if we did this shit again, my bad. If we did this again, we wouldn't do it the exact same way.
Hold on, before you go, Lou. Before you go, because I want to keep order, because I know we both can whoop all of them easy.
Would it not be next? It can't be Lou.
All of them very easy. But so this is the deal. Don't let them put you on your emotions. See, and that's what they trying to do. They trying to make you feel like, because I'm gonna be whooping them all day. I came to fight today. I'm not playing with y'all about winning. I'm talking about winning. So I'm about winning so much that I'll go against the crowd. I'll go against all my favorite friends on this chat, because y'all wrong except the OC and Lou. Because you don't know your history. And see, and how dare you, Mr. Landlord? How dare you say that it's stupid? Just be physical. How dare you say that it's stupid to protect Dak Prescott and give him clean pockets? How dare you, sir? I rest my case. And
hold on, you address me. You address me. Can I come right back real quick? Because he said landlord.
I got Henny on the dance.
He said landlord name though.
Hold on. I got you, cuz. I got you. Don't trip. Because you see.
Look at Angry.
Now you see. You see, Boss speaks about emotion, but he's the emotional one right now, because he's fighting for his very soul. He's fighting for his very soul right now for this offensive lineman that will not help you. Because last time I checked, you want to talk about facts. The facts are you have one of the worst wide receiving rooms in the National Football League in terms of separation. You got one guy that you can target. This should not be a situation where your wide receiver one goes down and your season's just about over. That's something that happened with your quarterback. That should not be the same thing for a wide receiver. Most of these other teams have a second option. They can function as a number one wide receiver, if somebody else went down. So for instance, we talk about T. Higgins, Jamar Chase over there. If anything was to happen to Jamar Chase, T. Higgins was number one option there before he got there. He was a proven 1,000-yard receiver before Jamar Chase got there. You do the same thing with Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown. He was a first-round pick wide receiver for former Heisman winner. So if anything were to happen to A.J. Brown, their offense did not miss a beat. You are not in position like that with the way your team is currently constructed. Also, you mentioned you're in the business of winning. You were able to draft all those nice offensive linemen because you were sorry as hell. You were not winning football games when you were in the process of building that offensive line. You were going 8-8, getting your ass whooped all around. That's why you were able to get the offensive line. And then you also mentioned Ezekiel Elliott and how they ran all over people. Zeke was pick number 4. He was the 4th overall pick. They didn't do that with a no-name running back. And yes, we are pushing back on redraft grades, because if it was a 5th, everybody on this panel be drunk, wrecking their cars, killing themselves, because that stuff is fictitious. It's fan fiction. It's made up. That's not what happened. What happened was all them boys did go in the 2nd and undrafted and 3rd and 10th and 8th round. And what they did draft in the 1st round, what you left out, is Emmitt Smith, the greatest running back of all time, in the 1st. They drafted Michael Irvin in the 1st. They drafted Alvin Harper in the 1st. Your history that you want to rewrite because it does not fit a particular narrative that you're trying to push for the general public is you invested heavily in weapons. You also invested in free agency. I ain't gonna talk about that. But you invested heavily with first round assets into weapons, and then you built that offensive line from the ground up with second round picks and some journeymen. So guess what? We're gonna do it again. We got Brock Hoffman. He graded out very good. I just went and watched this game against the Bengals. He played good football. So I tell you what, I'm not saying he's offensive guard Jesus, but he is actually a starting caliber guard in the National Football League. He's a oh, that's all you want. He started 7 games for you and he graded out top 11. Did Tyler Booker do that? Did Tyler Booker do that? No, he was playing against some.
Did Booker do that?
Hold on.
Did Ted do that?
Hold on. This is my time.
Roll, Luke. Let him roll, Luke.
You the main one. You the main one talking about reclaiming your time. When niggas start cooking, they get too hot in the kitchen. One time to turn the dial down. Don't do that, boss.
Boss ain't muted nobody on his side. Boss ain't muted nobody on his side.
Ain't muted himself either. He the main one interrupting. Hey, that's all I'm saying. You are dressed for your funeral. You about dead right now. All I'm trying to say, kinfolk, is that you can rewrite history all you want. It don't change the fact about what actually happened. It don't change the fact that your offensive line graded out top 7 in every damn thing. So I don't know what to tell you. You want to get a guard when the weakest link on your offensive line is Tyler Guyton. Now, if you were talking about getting the best tackle in the draft, I might actually humor you. But you talk about a guard. You talk about a guard. You talk about a position that's already filled with a starting caliber player. We don't have a true number 2 wide receiver. Hell, you really talk about BPA. Tell me how the guard better than one of these linebackers. Tell me how the guard is better than a Marvin Hampton, who won the best running back in the draft, got future All-Pro written all over him. Don't push Tyler Booker as being like this. Oh, I can't miss prospect when there are obvious better players than him available at that point. But go ahead, that was my rebuttal. Lou, your mama here, so I want you to fight real good.
She knows.
Hey,
yeah, we know.
Hey, real quick, I do gotta say something real quick. Talking to the moderator, okay? Sir, moderator, it's way more of them than us. I think it's quicker when we respond to them because see, they go on these long soliloquies. So that means we'll be quick on responding to them. Is that okay?
It sounds pretty good.
No, it's not, boss.
We also have kind of a neutral guy. And I'm gonna call him out because he hiding, and that's Amp. But I'm gonna wait.
He not neutral because he hitting the buttons for them. He hitting the buttons for the weapon. He hitting no bunch of men. I've been cooking. The OC cook. He hit one button. That's a double agent. That dude, no, he not. Matter of fact, he went and put on that suit when he saw me put on the suit. It is nothing authentic about that man. That man, no, he ain't neutral. Nothing. So my judge is only right. I'm fighting for what's fair. For the jury. The jury, we're outnumbered. They did this at the last minute. We should be able to rebuttal and do it quickly. I think the OC should rebuttal Henny. He had a lot of fallacy. Then quickly, I think Lou should and then me. Just this one time. Is that okay?
Why would it be a rebuttal for me when other people have turns? This is all started. This is start topic.
Okay, we can do that then. We'll go through the turns then. But I'm just saying though, like y'all way more than us, man. So it's like that's. But let's go with it. Whatever you say, Judge. Whatever you say, Judge.
Sound like boss crying to me. I'm just saying.
I mean, bro. Cause see, now you stacked the deck, bro. Let's just be honest. You nefarious, bro. You did exactly what your name is, bro. You said you wasn't showing up, so we booked Star, and so then she came in, and then all of a sudden you came in the back door. That is nefarious. That is trap house content you pulling right there, homeboy. That is shady, bro. What you just pulled was absolutely shady. What you did.
Time out. Did you not run one on me yesterday, boss? You ran one on me yesterday. You like, oh, you out of town, so you disqualified. You ran one on me yesterday. I'm standing back.
We scheduled this Sunday, bro. We scheduled this.
Wide on the set.
I love this.
We gotta leave it to the judge.
Give me loose single screen. Loose single screen.
Loose single screen. Bishop, Judge, you need to hold boss in contempt.
We got to start.
I asked for it though. I did. I asked Judge. He granted me the privilege to speak. So sorry.
Oh, come on, Lou. Give me Lou full screen, boss.
I got you.
Straight facts. Here the facts right here. Y'all who are team weapons and thinking that that's been the main, the separator between everybody else in the team. Y'all have vastly misevaluated this team, and you have vastly misevaluated this league. We have lost the big game is because we're soft. We're soft. You lost the game in the run and running the ball. That is where the difference makers are. That's who you saw in the AFC and the NFC championship. I vastly asked y'all, how did you view the Super Bowl? How did you view these 2 losses that the Chiefs are taking? Is it because of their weapons? I saw them lose the exact same way, and it's when the D-line was getting after Patrick Mahomes' ass. And I saw Andy Reid looking like Buck Wild. You know, he didn't know what to call. Y'all also claim that Dak has been able to function with a bad O-line. Well, hell, Dak been able to function with bad weapons as well. I turned your attention to 2 years ago when he got damn near MVP for this. So where was the outrage then? What was the difference between the weapons from last year than the year before he won the MVP year? I asked y'all that question because I can tell you the question why we sucked this past year, and it's the reason why we pushing so hard for the trenches right now. Because when you bad in the trenches, the floodgates of hell open up. See, when you reach on a damn tackle and you convert them from right to left, that's what happens. When you have a right guard that's deteriorating in front of your eyes, that's what happens. When your left O-lineman is deteriorating and regressing, that's what happens. When Terrence is regressing, that's what happens. Damn separation shit. Dak Prescott couldn't even get to the first read. I showed y'all the film in the chat. Y'all ignored it. I showed y'all how her big. It wasn't even TJ Watt whooping your ass. Y'all ignored it. But it's okay though. The game is won up front, and y'all fuse to ignore that. I understand you view the game from a fan point of view, but this is your damn history right here. You want to ignore your history so bad, landlord said it didn't work before. Let me hit you with this fact. You ain't been nowhere close to the Super Bowl unless you had a good offensive line.
Man, talk to him.
You ain't been nowhere close to the Super Bowl unless you had an O-line.
That part.
So you want to ignore this all you want? How you won in the past is how you only can win, and that's in any sport. So ignore it all you want. Everybody don't want to draft O-line. Let's be for real. Y'all don't want to draft O-line because it's boring. Y'all don't want to draft O-line because it's boring.
Talk to him,
fucking fly on the wall when we took fucking Zach Martin.
Sugar Eye Boys.
Fly on the wall when we
Simmer
took
down,
Tyron
boss.
Smith.
Sorry.
How boss get the ad lib though? How boss get the hype man though? See, this is what I be talking about.
And guess what? Here the fact is right here. Your quarterback is deteriorating.
He
Ain't no
cooking.
weapon in the damn
He's
world
not.
is going to
Not cooking
save
shit.
him.
Yeah,
Weapons
chicken
that
nuggets.
save Romo back, it's Chola ain't gonna save Dak Prescott's fucking hamstring. And I'm done.
Man, let me get hold to this dude, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
We need a clap button for that. Man, y'all so
Man,
bad.
hey,
lying.
he need to be muted.
I
Boss
can't
need to be
believe
muted.
this,
He
man.
doing way too
Y'all
much.
just got mutilated. And
Boss
y'all ain't
doing
even
way
on
too
your
much, bro.
wrath yet.
How are you lying to these people like
this
this?
is-
Boss
this
doing
is-
way
this
too
is
much,
what-
bro.
He made
This is
no
what we're
valid
gonna
point.
do.
Hold on, he made no valid point at
Let me
all.
have landlord. Let me have landlord.
It's easy
Well,
work.
Then after this
How you gonna
one
be-
that's hiding in the weeds back here, it's silent. You know what I'm
The one
saying?
with them buttons shaded.
Yeah, he
He's
down there.
crazy.
Let me get landlord to go in what Lou said, and then after that, Amber close this topic out real quick. Go ahead, landlord.
Okay, this is what I want y'all to understand. He ain't touched on it earlier. If CD Lamb was to go down, bro, our season is over. I don't give a damn how many O-linemen you got. I don't care if Dak's still healthy. It don't even matter. The team it's over with. You don't have nobody to take on that role. Nobody. And no team that's competent will structure their team that way. No team. So this is what I want y'all to understand. Like, we keep saying the same stuff over and over, but y'all done had the track record of doing this. That's what I'm saying. It's almost like the presidential debate. We seen what the people was doing already, what the Democrats was doing. Some people wanted to see it differently now. So I ain't saying that it was right, but y'all had y'all time. We seen what y'all was doing. You see what I'm saying? Now it's time to
you
do
vote for
something
Trump
different.
is what you did.
Nah, that ain't. See, look, Boss got to get counsel, bro. Boss got to get disqualified because he won't stop talking. I know this your show, but he won't stop talking. So you need to get disqualified. But what I'm saying is, okay, do y'all even value CD Lamb? Because then what I want to ask, I want to ask the whole panel, how much do you value CD Lamb? Because he almost didn't finish the season. He got hurt, and we using him like a workhorse. Oh, lineman, your season is just fine and dandy, sir. You're going to put another dude in there, and you will be fine. let CeeDee Lamb get hurt. Everybody gonna be singing sad songs on this channel. Everybody gonna tune out. The season will be over with. So I don't see how y'all even feel like that. You should prioritize an O-lineman when you can easily replace them. You can easily replace an O-lineman. You can't easily replace CeeDee Lamb. Who is more valuable? One of these random ass O-linemen or CeeDee Lamb?
Yeah, see, when you say random O-lineman, that's where you go amiss, Lamb.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
sorry, bro.
That's not the topic.
You had
Hold
multiple
on.
Pro
You can say that, OC, but we haven't seen these dudes do nothing in the NFL. That's just what y'all take on these dudes.
No,
that don't mean it's factual.
No,
that don't mean it's factual.
Tyler Smith was a Pro Bowler, sir. I made that call 2 years ago.
That's a first round pick,
sir. Zach Martin was a Pro Bowler, perennial Pro Bowler, man.
What about Tyler Guyton? What about Tyler Guyton?
Tyler Guyton is a rookie, and if you go back,
Tyler Smith was a rookie too.
Tyler Guyton is a rookie. He's a rookie. And that's what you want to draft. You want to draft a rookie to save the day. And that's the issue here. The issue is this. You ain't going to draft a rookie at wide receiver. They're going to come in and save the day. These guys need maturation and they need a time to develop. And that's what we're saying. I'm not arguing against the point that we need a wide receiver too, because you're correct about that. You're correct about that. But the way that we get the wide receiver too is not overdrafting a rookie who wouldn't have even made the top of the top 10 picks last year in the draft. None of these guys at the top of this draft would have been top 10 picks versus the other guys that all got drafted in the first round last year. They're not as good as the guys last year. And so what you're going to reach in the name of adding a wide receiver to this roster and say, oh, you're going to save the day if CeeDee Lamb gets hurt. No. This is a front office issue that they should address right now in free agency and get the wide receiver too. So I agree with you on that. But the solution is not to come out here and to say, I'm gonna shove this wide receiver first pick, first round down your throat. That's not the solution, landlord. It's not.
Man, why y'all so animated? You got dudes doing Lou down there looking like the Wheel of Fortune girl and stuff, man.
That was a murder. That was a murder, dog.
Y'all so ignorant.
That was a murder.
Y'all so ignorant. First of all, hold on. Y'all let him cut in, first of all.
Damn. You all right, dog?
All right.
Nah, I'm good.
We're going to have to let this go.
Get up off the floor, bro.
Go, y'all.
He ain't on the floor because first
But
and foremost.
before we get done with this topic, we're going to go ahead and let Amp close it out because you get to come back with it in the next topic anyway. It's going to be tied into it. Come on, Amp. Give me a solo on Amp.
Amp put his hoodie on.
No, but give it. Oh, Lord, Amp. OC done put the hood on. We're in trouble.
Say, I told you. We gonna be
Come
bad.
on, give me Amp right quick. Solo, boss.
So
solo. All right, my bad.
Yeah, give me solo.
Gotcha.
So I see this thing both ways. I see it both ways. I see it clear. But I think we got to put ourselves in the mindset of asking ourselves the question. Are we in full rebuild mode? Are we in partial rebuild mode? That's a question that has to be answered. Okay? When you're looking at weapons versus trenches, it's a difference of philosophies. That's what we're seeing. That's what they're battling now. It's philosophies, y'all. And so when you look at this team and you look at the way that we have performed or haven't performed in the playoffs over the last couple of years, you look at us against San Fran and you could make the argument that, we just didn't have enough weapons. They weren't there. Took the guys out of the game and the other people weren't there to step up. You could make that argument. And then you could look at Green Bay and you could say, you know what? Man, they really walked us up and down the field. They pushed us up and down the field. They had us at will. You could say that. And so you're looking at this thing in two separate ways. You said, okay, we done got beat two different ways. We done got beat because we didn't have enough weapons. And we done got beat because we weren't good enough in the trenches, offensively or defensively. So I'm looking at this thing. Henny made some good points. Landlord made some good points. Boss, OC, Star, everybody made good points. But at the end of the day, you have to look at the top. not the tippity top, but you got to look at your head coach. And I'm hearing what the head coach has been saying. And the common message that has been coming out since he has been hired has been what, y'all? Physicality. If Coach Marv were here tonight, he would talk to you about physicality. And so with that being said, looking at the fact that my quarterback is on the back nine of his career, he doesn't have the quick feet that he once used to. He's looking a little Romo-ish, if you will. So with that being said, you got to protect the queen of your offense, and that's your quarterback, Dak Prescott, and you better bring Booker's ass in here. I got to go head to work. Y'all hold it down. Best. Never let it rest till your good becomes your better, and your better becomes your best. Until next time, Cowboys Nation, y'all be blessed.
That's my dog.
Man,
Wow.
That's my dog. He shocked the world.
Wow.
He shocked the world. He
Let's keep
shocked
it
the
rolling.
world.
Let's keep it rolling, boss.
I just
Let's
want to
keep it
remind
rolling,
y'all,
boss.
Tony Romo broke his back with that offensive line running for his life because he couldn't find nobody open in the preseason.
He shocked the world. He shocked the world. Hey, y'all got the OC with his hoodie on. Oh Lord, y'all in trouble.
Let's go to the second topic, boss, because this second topic is going to go ahead and tie into exactly what landlord and Henny is talking about. We're going to start off.
Landlord losing too. God.
Why y'all capped
Matter of fact, I need everybody to put in the chat real quick who won that debate. You go ahead and be the judge. Was it Team Weapon or was it Team O-line?
I got to object.
Boss know he in trouble, so he got to keep saying stuff like that, bro. It's not going to help.
I think we got to be able to get our full case first. You is that okay? I object to that order because you asking for a vote before the whole case is made.
I thought the whole case was over with, at least on that.
That's the first part.
That's the first part. Okay. Let's roll.
Let's roll.
I understand what you're saying, boss.
Okay.
All right, you see the name of the topic. This is the topic. I believe this is who is this for, boss? Is this Lou?
From the chat, boss. Y'all get watch.
No, it's Lou. That's Lou topic.
It's Lou topic. Lou, since some people may not understand what that topic is, explain it real quick and go ahead and start it off. Landlord and Henny, y'all gonna fight on this one real good, so I already know what it is, but I want y'all to hear this. Go ahead, Lou. Tell them what this means.
So, sugar eye trap of a weapon. So we all know the climate of the wide receiver position right now and what's going on in free agency and how we've been pushing the movement. Still Keenan Allen to Dallas. Still push that chat, but. They came and got us some very, some unfortunate news of I'm not even gonna mention the guy named Paris Campbell, but you might think, man, they really ignoring that position that we should really hone in on that position now since we being deprived. But history states that when you go in with sugar eye, when you go in drafting horny, when you go in honing in on a position, you draft a bust every time. I got facts right here. Listen. Back in 2015, Minnesota had these receivers on their roster: Charles Jones, Jarius Wright, Greg Jennings. They drafted Laquan Treadwell. Y'all remember that name? And guess who they missed out on? Sterling Shepard, Michael Thomas. Both of these are round 2. Tyler Boyd, round 2. Tyreek Hill, round 5. I got another name for you. Chicago. Everybody know Chicago. Brandon Marshall, Alshon Jeffrey. I think this is when Alshon Jeffrey was on a decline. They were fiending for a receiver. Who did they draft? Kevin White. Who did they miss out on? Oh, Devontae Parker, Nelson Aguilar, Rashad Perryman, Tyler Lockett, Jamison Crowder. Got another name for you. Jacksonville. They had on a previous squad Mike Thomas and Sims Walker. I don't even know who that is. You know who that is? They they were fiending for a weapon. They fiending for number ones. And they drafted Justin Blackman. Okay, who did they miss out on? Michael Floyd, Kendall Wright, AJ Jenkins, Alshon Jeffrey, T.Y. Hilton in round 3, and Rashad Matthews. Y'all know the Eagles in round 7. I still got more. Then the Detroit Lions in 2003, they drafted Charles Rogers. They missed out on Andre Johnson, Aquan Bolden in round 2, Nate Burleson in round 3, and Brandon Lloyd in round 4. Then we got the famous draft in 2020 because your Las Vegas, the Oakland Raiders went in fiending for a weapon as well. You know who they drafted? Henry Ruggs. Who did they miss out on that draft? Oh my God. Jerry Jeudy in round 1. CeeDee Lamb in round 1. Justin Jefferson
Sugar eyes.
in round 1. Brandon Ayuk in
Sugar
round 1. Trey Higgins in round 1 and Michael Pittman in round 2. And also in that draft, you forgot to your rival. I'm gonna put them in here too because they went in with Sugar Eye too. Your Eagles in that same exact draft, they ended up trading back ahead of you, and they took Jalen Reagor. Jalen Reagor from TCU, and you know who the guy who went very next? Justin Jefferson. My argument is this: I'm not arguing against that we need a weapon. That's plain and clear. But
we need a weapon.
But your mindset going in is key because when you hone in on a weapon, you forget all of the gold jackets that could cross over your head. You miss the entire point.
Hey, moderator, y'all letting Boss do way too much, man. We don't need all that, bro. If you gonna let him make the case, what Boss doing all this?
I don't have.
Hey, y'all had a butt man. Y'all had a sound man.
Man, Boss been screaming and hollering this man whole debate. They've been doing the Wheel of Fortune the whole debate. The Wheel of Fortune boys, that's who we battling. They down here presenting it. Please.
You just mad because I muted you.
Lord, you worried about his body language. Listen to the content. You caught
He ain't talking about shit.
I caught up on the wrong thing. Listen
he caught up on the wrong thing, OC.
These boy animated. They animated. That's what it is. Boss been doing all this hollering and stuff the whole time.
You need some so you can get out this weapon stuff you on. You trying to force it at 12. What if Cat is gone? You gonna force it? That's what you gonna do.
Okay, I really want to rebuttal to him, but he ain't got this boy. He ain't got this boy. Go ahead.
Let Lou finish up. Henry get a hold to him right after that.
My bad, Lou.
My bad.
Now you interrupted him.
You been ad-libbing the whole time.
Ain't nothing wrong with little A-man corner.
We don't need no hype man, bro.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with little A-man, man. The judge didn't object. You did, so I keep doing it.
You on that Diddy. You all in the video.
Hey,
let that man shine. Let that man shine.
Hey, I don't rock with Diddy, but I rock with Boss. Let's get it.
Go ahead.
I'm not arguing weapon. I'm arguing your mindset towards your weapon. I went through some, history. I can go back to your history, the Dallas Cowboys. You never operate when you have to force it. Even with my O-line picks, when you go in hungry for a position, you miss every time. I encourage y'all to look at your jerseys in the back of your closet. We didn't need any of those guys. We let the draft happen, and the guys fell in your lap. You didn't need Micah. Because how I know that, I was sitting here watching Boss, OC, and J-Tuck. They were telling you how he can rush. Even Brian Broaddus came on here in your own Cowboys stats, didn't know he can rush, so which means they didn't need him. You didn't need CD. Everybody forget, y'all want to mention all these weapons, but you forget you had Amari, you had pre-injury Michael Gallup. When you let the board fail to you and let bad teams are bad at drafting, as Vach put it, you let the board come to you, you will hit every time. But when you force it, you get the DN, I'm blanking, Taco Charlton, who went very next, TJ Watt. When you force it, you get Tyler Guyton. When you force it, you get Mozzie Smith. That's when you go in keying in on a position, you miss every single time.
Okay, and this is my rebuttal because you already mentioned it. Y'all horny as hell for an offensive lineman right now.
That's a lie.
I'm speaking now. Y'all had all this ad-libbing shit.
I apologize.
I got my time now.
Get him, man.
So like I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by my friends on the panel.
I apologize.
You good, family? You good? You know it's all love, man. But before that all happened, you went out there and you drafted Tyler Guyton. If you had not moved back and had drafted maybe BPA, you could have got Brian Thomas, who was a 1,200-yard, 12-touchdown wide receiver this year, who I stood on the table for and made multiple videos about, prayed about bringing into Dallas. That was one of the people I wanted to bring in. We wouldn't even be having this conversation right now if you had just let the board fall like you said. No, you cannot interject when I'm on my shit now. You just had a 5 hours goddamn collision.
This man ain't even said 2 sentences yet, and he talking about interjection. Get your ass out the way.
Sit your ass down.
Judge. Lou did interject, but landlord doing too much. Judge,
man, hell no. I
think he needs to be kind of reprimanded right now, Judge.
Also, back to my point. everything you mentioned wasn't because of the weapon. You mentioned them drafting badly and drafting the wrong weapon. You mentioned them drafting Jalen Reagor over Justin Jefferson. Nobody told them to do that stupid shit. I'm not asking y'all to draft badly. I'm asking you to draft a weapon that will work for you. And there is a very good possibility of one being there for you to do. That should not be thrown out because you want to draft the offensive lineman when you don't really need a guard. How is a guard going to stop Tyler Guy from being ass? How is a guard going to stop Tyler Guy from having the most holds in the National Football League, leading the league in penalties, getting benched, getting hurt? How is a guard going to stop Tyler Guy from being ass when he's the weakest link on your team? You're talking about replacing a guard that graded out top 10 in the limited stats that he had. That is what you're talking about doing. That's what you want to do. You want to take somebody that is already okay and put a better player there when you have glaring holes everywhere else. This is about wants and needs, like Stars mentioned earlier before. Y'all want a guard. You don't need a guard. You have a serviceable guard right now for you. So I don't understand the place you're going with this. Also, I know it's odd that you say this, but guess what? They're busting offensive line too. You mentioned all the busts they had at wide receiver. They're actually, because they're 5 positions along the offensive line, there's way more busts at offensive line than there are at wide receiver because they're 5 damn positions. So guess what? You actually, in your history, have a better history of drafting wide receiver than you do offensive lineman. Because guess what? You drafted Connor Williams high, and his ass is gone. His ass out the league right now. He never really worked for you while he was here. Tyler Guy didn't do a goddamn thing so far. Yeah, Connor Williams wasn't shit. Connor Williams wasn't shit in that.
And also, Brian Thomas went before us.
On the next team.
That was false. Brian Thomas went before us.
They moved him to center.
Because you traded back. You traded back.
Brian Thomas went right before your first pick. He went before your first pick. I remember because I was mad that Brian Thomas went.
Because you traded back.
No, he went at your original spot at Jacksonville, and you traded. Jacksonville took him, and you traded back.
I'm gonna help settle this real quick.
No, you're not, because I'm not done. Because y'all niggas interrupted me.
Sorry, go ahead, sir. Sorry,
you're fine. It's all good.
My bad.
Sorry, sir.
It's all good. See, we don't got no.
Your Honor, he used the N-word.
They know what's going on. Matter of fact, y'all go.
Your Honor, he used the N-word.
We got children on here. Let's go ahead and just make sure that
I think we need to boo Henny out for the N-word.
He need to be in bed. It's 9 o'clock.
And landlord, he has glasses like a thug.
Wow. You wear him too on Boss Land. You see how he be crip? He's a hypocrite, people. You can't trust him, people.
I'm attorney right now, homeboy.
You can't trust.
You are
Finish up, Henny. Finish up, Henny.
I'm glad you brought up under bad utilization, because last time I checked, you're right. Connor Williams did leave. He didn't actually make a Pro Bowl. It was Connor McGovern that made the Pro Bowl selection this year. You bring in a bunch of offensive linemen and you let them walk. You never develop. You have all these guys that you bring in, right? Y'all have all these guys that you bring in that you develop and you let walk out the door. So guess what? That's not my problem. You have more assets put into this offensive line than anything else. Just because you mess up the assets that you already used that you had does not mean that we got to suffer year in and year out because you want to fix your offensive line. So go ahead, OC. I'm gonna let you rebuttal, and I'm not going to even say anything to you.
It ain't even about letting you. First of all, you ain't letting him do nothing. He getting ready to rebuttal, homeboy. I just don't even like his tone, bro.
That man don't need nobody to speak for him.
I'm just saying, Lord, y'all tone, bro.
Y'all be a grown man, bro.
Like y'all got this whole sucky swag.
I got a hoodie on. He got a hoodie on. He good. He finna go catch a box right now. That's what you tell me.
Show Game Bomber.
Come on, OC.
Show Game Bomber.
So look, you
Game
know
Bomber can't see it.
You know what I'm starting to realize?
What's that?
I'm starting to realize something. I think we got like a little bit of misplaced aggression here. And I think I know why. The panel is frustrated about our lack of weapons and lack of options from the previous year. It's like a heartbreak. It's like a broken relationship, right? And you're really mad at the front office. You're not mad at us for saying pick a great player. You're really mad at the lack of detail and attention that was put on getting more viable weapons the last couple of years. That's what you're really mad about. You're not mad at us. You got misplaced aggression. And so now you're going through a conundrum. I see it, boss. I see it so clear. This panel is going through a rebound relationship conundrum. But the problem with the rebound relationship is that 90% of rebound relationships don't work out. And so now you're trying to force that wide receiver too. And I'm telling you, 90% of that, if you force it, if you force this, you force in this relationship, it is not going to work. It's going to crash and burn. Furthermore, let me go ahead and help you guys understand context and history. And this is for everybody. This part is for educational purposes only, okay? And I didn't want to have to go here. I don't want to say all this kind of stuff. But the fact is, the way y'all acting, y'all making me have to say this. Do you realize that in 25 years, the last 25 years, since 2000, there have only been 10 top receivers that had significant careers that were really pure game changers for their teams and organizations. It's only been 10 so far. I'm talking about 10, like 10 that have been phenomenal. I'll go ahead and give them to you real quick. You want me to give them to you? I'll give them to you. You guys will agree with this too, because you guys are smart. You guys are football guys. Let me give them to you real quick. AJ Green, he was good. He was drafted fourth overall. Jamar Chase, he's been really good, okay? DeAndre Hopkins, he's been really good. Justin Jefferson, he's been pretty good. Mike Evans, he's been great. Reggie Wayne, he was great. Julio Jones, he was great for a while. Andre Johnson, Hall of Famer. Calvin Johnson, Hall of Famer. Who else? Larry Fitzgerald, Hall of Famer. So when you look at all these guys that have been drafted tops, it's only been 10 in the last 25 years that have really been those dudes. And look, so if you want to do this,
let him up, OC. Let him up.
If you no. If you want to do
I'm
this,
trying to see how I'm
understand. Look, listen. Do whatever you want. Say whatever you want. If you want to really do this, and you really want to force this case, you are looking at a high fail rate. If you force it, I'll be quiet for now. That's it.
Hey, oh my God!
And they confirmed that
Kill confirmed.
Brian Thomas went 22, and we had pick 24. That's what I was telling you.
Hold on.
Kill confirmed.
Let's go ahead.
Look at Boss.
I got to say right now.
Boss gotta hype this shit because nobody trying.
He got to. He in desperation right now.
Everybody know when it happened, man. He didn't just sit there and took it.
Let me hear what Star
did his style. He sat there and took it, did his style. What you talking about?
Y'all gotta interrupt folks to make a point. He out here doing praise dances and shit because y'all need God right now. Y'all need God to
okay.
Man, this dude
I'm finna rebuttal OC right. I get the rebuttal OC right.
You will.
If you can.
Hold on, landlord. Let me hear what Star have to say. She's been waiting patiently.
Oh, my bad, Star. Do your thing.
Let landlord go after because he ain't.
Yeah, he going right after.
Yeah, he can
go. Stop.
This man, Lamb. I'm sick of this. Go ahead.
This is my question, and I don't think that anybody here is arguing to force a pick. So I feel like that's not the argument. I feel like we're not saying force, just pick any wide receiver. We're saying if there's Booker and Tet there, right? Then who are you gonna pick? And we're saying you're gonna pick Tet over Booker, regardless of where he would have been drafted. I feel like that argument is irrelevant. Where he will be drafted here and there. It's like you can only be drafted in the draft that you're drafted. And then another question is this: Philly, what happened in the Super Bowl? Didn't Saquon get shut down?
Facts.
Saquon got shut down, but what happened? They were still able to win that game and dominate because you have two dominant weapons on the outside. Let's go to our history. 2018, didn't we have the best offensive line? Didn't we have prime Ezekiel Elliott, the leading rusher or whatever the hell? And what happened? We couldn't score points. Zeke was held to like 40 or 60 yards behind that great offensive line. We thought Zeke was just going to carry us to victory. He didn't do shit. And it's the same thing in 2014. Oh, we got DeMarco Murray. He's the great leading rusher and all of that type of stuff. But at the end of the day, what happened? L. 2022, what happened? Have a good offensive line. We had no weapons. It's another L. So what we're trying to say is you can go and get the great offensive line. You can have premium picks. We don't have it to where we can run to victory in playoffs. And honestly, the best teams in playoffs know how to stop the damn run. So they're going to stop you. So what happens When you get to the big game and you can't run the ball up and down the field, what happens? You're gonna be screwed because you don't have any more weapons to help you. That's the issue here, and that's what we're trying to argue. No one's saying force a pick, but you're saying we need to go and get a actual premium weapon. And if Booker is there and Ted is there, you need to pick Ted because he's going to help you more than Booker. And I don't care if you break Emmitt Smith's record in the regular season. I don't care about that. You can do that, but it only matters in the playoffs. Can you run the ball up and down the field, down people's throats? Yeah, in the 90s we did, but in today's NFL, that shit's not happening.
Wow.
Okay, hold on. He said I can go right out because OC think it's a game.
Hey,
I know you dope, but I'm dope too.
Hey,
I'm dope too.
Hey, let's put y'all. Can we put them side by
I know
side?
you dope, but I'm dope too. Let's do it.
See, he talking real fly. We got to put these boys side by side. He
Let's
talking
do it.
real hot, like he acting like Bama better than Texas.
It is. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Landlord and OC.
Let's go.
All right. This is what I want to see because I've been seeing this show, and I gotta do y'all like this. So y'all narrative finna get exposed, and this is how. Okay, I've been seeing y'all pushing this all show. Don't force it. Don't force it. Y'all playing with our football intelligence. Of course, we're not trying to force a pick. That's not what we're trying to do. But guess what? Y'all the ones trying to force a pick. Oh, you want to know how? Because Booker ain't being, he's not put up to that level y'all trying to draft him at. All our weapons is over him. So it's a good feeling that y'all think he like that. Nobody else does. So I'm not saying y'all wrong, but all the other lists, all the other draft boards saying they putting Burden over him, they putting Ted over him, they putting all the weapons that we want, they putting them over him. So who sounds like they forcing something?
I'm not pulling rank on you, Landon.
No, who sounds like they forcing something?
Since you asked me the question, first of all, let me say you lied on that because Booker has been mocked to the Dallas Cowboys by the NFL Network. So the person that has not been mocked is these dudes that talk on.
I said most, and I wasn't talking to you.
No, you asked the question to all of us. You said like who? Go ahead. No, that's right. You wanted the OC to whoop you. He was doing fine. Go ahead.
Most draft boards got him under the weapons. That's a fact.
We don't make no decisions based on what most people do.
Man, them draft boys had Isaiah Bond for the longest at top of receiving. Now his ass in the 4th round. I don't trust nobody board. I do my own homework.
So that's the thing about it. We supposed to just trust y'all. We supposed to just trust y'all.
No, Lord.
Trust you. You over here trusting other people's boards. We said
no. I'm just saying we got more people vouching for our side than y'all do. That's what that means.
Man, I got it right here, man. This dude straight capped, man. I got it right here, man. He pulled a super wee-woo. I ain't gonna let him wee-woo. I got it right here.
You want to argue, Bird? You want to argue, Booker?
I can show. I got Mock right here, man. He wee-wooed right there.
Go ahead.
That's my dog, though.
Boss. I'm gonna tag you in because I don't want to do it like that. I'll come back later. Go ahead. I'll let you show your thing. Go ahead. I'm gonna tag you in. And I'll
no, you go ahead and whoop him OC because this too easy for me. Go ahead.
No.
That boy be talking so fly. I ain't hitting on Lynn over there.
Listen. There's a gross misunderstanding about draft boards. Number one, these draft boards changed. Last year, Mims out of Georgia, he was at the bottom of the freaking 1st round. By the time we got to the draft, that dude got picked top 15. So you got to understand what you're saying when you talk about these offensive linemen. This stuff has to take place in workouts on college campuses, private workouts and interviews. A lot of these boys that you see go slide up and down. Mims, I just gave you one example.
I know that.
Furthermore, landlord, let me finish. Furthermore, landlord, you talking about offensive linemen and the value of these guys. The last several picks, the OC, your boy hit. I told you about Michael Parsons. I hit. I told you the whole world was getting pissed off about Tyler Smith. I said he's gonna be a dog. I hit. So I'm telling you, when I'm talking to you and telling you something good, just listen to me. I'm telling you gotta agree with me.
Take the cooking.
Just slow down and take the cooking. Listen, because what you're doing is you're trying to proselyte the Cowboys' success to picking a weapon at number 11. That's not the case. They're not proselyted to that They have to have the rest of the draft, and what makes you successful is a comprehensive draft. It is not just the first pick. And if you do that, you're going to make an error, like a rebound relationship, which fails 90% of the time. And that is what I'm clearly stating here. I'm not saying you don't need a weapon, but if you try to proselyte it, and that is forcing. That is forcing. Because you're saying you got to go weapon at this first pick. That's proselyting us to the first pick having to be a receiver.
The highest guy on the board, though, OC. I understand where y'all coming from. I'm just saying, if he's projected to go lower than all the other weapons, that's the automatic force right there. I understand you hit, but I hate to tell you, I got hits too. I'm the one that said Bucky Irvin was gonna be that dude. I'm the one that said I got a lot. People watch my show. I be right a lot of times too. So I'm gonna tell you this:
not like the
just
OC.
because y'all feel strongly about these people, that don't mean you're right, bro. It still don't mean you're right. And just like me, so guess what? We right back at the 50-50 mark. I could be right. Y'all thinking that these weapons will be a force. You don't know what Luther Burden gonna go out there and do. He might go out there and have a great season. He might be that dude. You don't know that. Just like we don't know about Booker. So how are you acting like y'all opinions and y'all gut feelings trump ours? That don't do nothing but make us neutral, bro. Real talk. Because you don't know what's going to happen either.
I'm not saying it trumps you. Nobody's saying Trump. I'm simply saying
I'm saying it trumps him.
I'm saying
that.
Because y'all count. Y'all wrong. Real talk.
All right, Emeka Ibuka.
I'm not capping at all. I laid out a variety. I gave you the last 25 years worth of data.
You gave me the last 25, but you what were the context of that? You said
the context was top receivers that greatly impacted their organization. That's what I said.
Greatly impacted. So CeeDee Lamb didn't greatly impact your team being a 900-yard receiver with Dak Prescott going out. So that's my question. What's the standard? You let that Brian Thomas be a 11200-yard receiver this year.
Yeah,
this year just
22. You can't use Brian Thomas. You can't use Brian
Thomas.
Look at Henny. See what Henny do?
Bro, he just interrupted the man. What you mean?
No, I'm saying
Look at Henny. Henny being Henny.
Look at Henny. But boss ain't saying nothing about Lou just interrupting them though. See, that's what I be talking about. Nah, bro. Y'all so nefarious on this panel, man.
A question for clarification on why we were limiting the scope of wide receiver. We should be talking about wide receiver in general in the first round. We just so happen to pick at 12 right now. Y'all are trying to force the value of 12 onto that. We are just trying to pick a weapon that is going to help the Dallas Cowboys because you need a weapon specifically.
Man, cause see, man, this is sad.
I'm actually.
Can I go at him for what he just did, Your Honor?
He ain't even done yet.
No, because you ain't let me finish.
My fault. Go ahead. Because I'm you finna get
question
smoked.
is this: no, I'm not getting smoked. If I were getting smoked, you wouldn't be so animated right now. You wouldn't have praying hands. You wouldn't have folks cheerleading and all this other shit. If it was that straight, if we were just talking straight football, you'd be called like the OC. The OC is carrying your team right now. You need them. You need to button up a little bit, man. So so kudos to the OC for actually making a fight. But anyway, I just asked a simple question because we're talking about wide receiver in the first round. Like was Dez Bryant not a
The context.
Go ahead.
The context Henny will be at least if you had a 5 to 6 year career. I'm saying context. I can't really say, hey man, you made a great impact on your org. You had one good year. We're giving context to 4 to 5 years, right? So if you want to say CeeDee Lamb, that's great. The percentages are still against you to hit on that first receiver. That's all I'm trying to tell you. The percentages historically are against you that you go hit and this dude go be the guy. That's all I'm saying. Now, if you proselyted to the Cowboys, which is what we're talking about, the Cowboys' first pick on their offensive linemen the last several years, they're about 85% hit.
Are they not 100% for a wide receiver though? Because they take so few in the first round.
In 2018, they took Michael Gallup. That was the last highly. They took him at pick 81.
That's a third round.
Third round pick.
Yeah, they took him at 81, right? So that was the highest guy in recent history outside of CeeDee Lamb that they took. And before he got hurt, he was a good receiver number 2. He was a solid receiver 2, right? But they drafted him to really be a 1. So it's tomato here. I'm saying that the odds based upon the Dallas Cowboys, which is what we're talking about, it shows you that, hey man, they're not hitting a whole lot, nearly as much as they're hitting on offensive line. They're not hitting nearly as much, okay? And so I'm not proselyting this offensive line. So I want to be clear, too. I'm not proselyting this to say that you got to pick Booker. But I'm telling you is that you're going to miss if you proselyte to say you got to get a weapon, because the maturity rate, the percentages in terms of them coming in and being 1,000-yard receivers, which is what you're going to need to balance CeeDee Lamb and have productivity and win football games, you're going to need that dude to come in and be a 1,000-yard receiver. That's what we're really talking about here.
Do we need 1,000 yards from him or 900?
Be a 500-yard receiver. We can go get somebody off the street to do that. You need.
I didn't ask for 500 yards. I didn't ask for a particular number of yards. I'm
giving you the truth. I'm telling you that he has to be a 1,000-yard receiver.
No,
that's
you don't.
what I'm telling you.
You don't have
for him to be significant for his team, he has to be a 1,000-yard receiver.
So 900 yards and 10 touchdowns wouldn't help your team.
That's about 1,000, Henny.
800.
You see how Henny play? You see how he play?
You see? That's a whole 100 different yards.
1,000, Henny. Come on, Henny.
And that's not about.
Boy, Henny, man.
Okay, let me ask you this. OC. I get what you're coming from, but I'm just saying this. How can you say like that dude just don't have to be that dude? Now, will he have to have a significant role? Of course. But he got the best security blanket in the league. He got CeeDee Lamb right there with him. That take a lot of pressure off of him right there. We're not asking him to be the GOAT receiver year one. We just asking him to be a productive receiver, be a consistent threat. It don't matter what type of numbers that look like. If he out there making the coverage roll, if he out there making them adjust the way they want to play us, that's what it is. But guess what? Guess what though?
Matter. Because if he's not good enough, they're not going to roll coverage. If they can cover him with a nickel corner or a dime corner, they ain't rolling no coverage. That's why we said
get one in the first round. That's why.
You gotta win, and you underestimate the transition with these receivers. They going against 4-6 and 4-7. They going against 4-4 and 4-3 every single week, and it's an adjustment for these guys. Most of these guys are not coming in here dominating these pro NFL DBs, bro.
Nah, OC, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. Hold on. That's not true. It's so many receivers that been coming in as Ricky's cooking year one. What do you mean?
Name them, landlord. Name all the
Name
most of the wide receivers or the best.
Brian Thomas just came in and cooked year one. Jordan Addison just came in and cooked year one.
He did.
What's the receiver from Baltimore? The short dude, he came in and cooked year one. He was actually Baltimore number one receiver in year one. He was that. What you talking about?
Atlanta had a good receiver year one.
McConkey just came in with 1,100 yards.
And time out. I want to say this, boss. I give you your respect for that because you done had this conversation before, so you can't disagree with me.
I ain't gonna disagree with that.
You know, them wide receivers been coming in cooking. We talked about the maturation of wide receiver. So that is not true, OC. Just with all due respect. That's not true.
It's all good. I'm not sure, but you can disagree with me. I'm saying you.
I mean, it's not the truth. It ain't a disagreement. It's not true. Like, it's a difference. It's a difference. It's not the truth.
Like 50 wide receivers that had 1,000 yards as a rookie.
You named me 3 receivers.
Bro, I don't have it in the top of my head, but it's many of them, OC. It's many.
I got the list. My league neighbors: Brian Thomas, Lag McConkey, Puka Nacua, Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson, Jalen Waddle, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, AJ Brown, Michael Thomas, Amari Cooper,
oh my God,
Odell Beckham,
Mike
Mike Evans, Keenan Allen, AJ Green, Marcus Colston,
get him out of here,
Clayton, Aquan Bolden, Randy Moss,
get him out of here,
Joey Galloway, Bill Cooks, Brandon Givens. I'm gonna stop.
How many years?
That's a body. Exactly. That's a body right there. Y'all want to call out wins? That's a body right there. Mike drop. It's over. It's over.
Hey, you landed a punch.
It's over.
No, it ain't over.
It's over.
It ain't over.
Mike drop.
No, it ain't over.
That boy did.
Landed a punch.
That boy did. He in the pack.
So listen, you know what? You know what we need to do? Let's draft. I'm tired of talking theory. Can we draft?
Let's draft. I'm sick of this.
Yeah, let's do that real quick because that's gonna settle out. We're just gonna keep going back and forth
I'm
with
loving this shit though.
Let's do the weapon first, boss. Let's do the weapons first.
Do offensive line first. They've been fiending for it. Do offensive line. Let's just do offensive line.
No, what he's saying is the group. He's saying the group. So he's saying weapons y'all picking first.
So really, the weapons as far as I'm looking at it right now.
Y'all should be able to find like 20 wide receivers
Wait a
based on
minute.
that
So
list. That you went back to 1999 here.
Is that nothing? Nothing go back.
Yeah, we went back to the 90s.
That boy went back to 1999.
Oh my God.
It evens out, y'all.
Really
because we got three.
I just named
He
all
went
them
back to
names.
19. He went back to 1996. Looking at
Some of them going with 2014,
I just
2015,
named all them names.
2018,
I'm
2020.
talking about in recent history per year.
How many balls in recent history?
man. Let's draft, man. Let's draft. Let's draft.
Most of them was recent history.
Let's draft. Let's draft.
Most of them was recent history.
Let's draft.
Okay.
Let's draft.
2020
Enough
on.
theory. Enough
2020
theory.
on.
Let's get down to the draft. Let's get to the draft. Enough
That boy
theory.
went back to the
Let's draft.
Let's draft, man. I'm
Let's
sick
do
of
this.
I'm sick of theory.
Y'all so cap. Y'all gonna act like most of that went recent time. Y'all losing, bro. Y'all losing, bro.
Your Honor, they don't want to draft. Your Honor,
Y'all losing bad, bro.
they
Y'all
don't want to
losing bad.
draft, Your Honor.
Like that.
Y'all losing bad, bro.
Look, let's move to the draft.
I want to draft.
Let's move to the draft. We're gonna do the we're gonna let the team weapon. It's 3 team weapons and it's 3 team linemen if you want to go that route.
Let's go.
Let's do the weapons first, real quick. We're only gonna go 2 rounds, y'all.
Them
2
boys in the
rounds,
pack.
the first 2 picks. So team weapon will have the last say on the draft. Everybody still get a chance to kind of do the war room thing. But team weapon for this first one will have the final say on what we're gonna draft in the first round. Good deal. So you gonna win either way. All right, let's do it, boss.
All right, so weapons, what y'all want to do? Because do y'all want to see what's available so that y'all can know what to pick, or y'all just want to go right into the draft? Y'all let me know because I'm operating it.
Let's see what's available. I do want to see all my options.
All right, let's go.
So hey, team, we can still trade back and get a weapon if we can. Cause we can double dip if need be. So I do want to keep all my options available. Cause listen, we'll do it. We'll do it.
Well,
man.
you got to restart that, boss, because they've already offered to trade off the spot.
No, we can go back to trade off.
Go back to it. There you go.
All right.
Available right now.
What's that? They trying to trade after? Are they trying to trade after the first round?
No, they trying to. Yeah, that's 22. They trying to give you 3 picks. They trying to give you 22, 55, and 86 for 12.
Who's available right now? Before we trade back.
So
there it is on the right.
It's on the right. So they got Golden at 18. That's a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And then let me go to receivers because I know y'all ready to cry over that. So they got Matthew Golden at 18. Do you want to get him at 12? Do you want to go 28? Abuka or Luther Burton? See, this is what I was telling y'all to just fight y'all a little bit. This is why, to me, Lou whooped your ass, because this is what sugar eye is. You're over here trying to reach for a weapon at 12 when you know that you'll be good with any one of these 3 if you move down. That's what he mean by sugar eye, where you overvaluing guys just because you hungry. But did I
not just bring up the possibility of trading back, or are you just acting like you deaf?
Okay, go ahead though. You want to move down to what you want to do?
Yeah,
so I'm an extra team landlord. You want to move down and draft the weapons because there's 3 available? Get an extra pick.
Oh, sugar.
I think that's the best way to go.
Yep.
Okay, then do it.
And see, y'all so trash at drafting. Y'all didn't even want to see what's available, man. And then
I did not say I didn't want to see available. I lied when I said I want to see what's available.
Wait. And if Tyler, wait. See, watch this. Lou, watch this. If Tyler Booker wasn't so good, why is he even in the simulator ranked over Matthew Golden? Come over here and kiss my ring, landlord. Because you said
you insane. You just went against that on your own case. You just said that we can't trust nobody else's board. You just said that.
No. I said what you said.
Get out of here, bro.
I was talking about how your case was weak, because your case was ain't nobody considering Tyler Booker. And I'm looking at a random simulator that got Tyler Booker ranked above all the receivers.
You thirsty for a win, man.
You're a reacher. You're a reacher.
Is Tyler Booker the
Ladies and
best
gentlemen,
person
this
available?
is
You're a reacher.
Tyler Booker not even the best person available.
I swear to God, he is. I argue him over them 2 people right
The
there.
whole simulator we looked at randomly got them over all your little funky ass weapons.
Shamar, you said BPA. Shamar Stewart.
But you just told me not to trust nobody else's board, about. You're a hypocrite.
No, I was.
You're a hypocrite, man.
Your
came
point
out-
was
Lord, you
nobody
know
takes
this.
Booker
This is
serious to put him up here, and I was showing you it is. It ain't about validating this board. I'm validating how weak your point is, landlord.
Nah, bro.
Nah.
You. Of course, it ain't every board.
Booker, trade back and stop talking.
Did I
so
not
much.
say
We gotta
most
do
boards?
what
Who you
See,
go-
you not
Y'all
really
wanna trade
listening. You
back?
just fishing
You
for a
team
win.
trade
I
back?
said most
You team
boards.
trade back?
Yeah,
That's what I need to know.
Go back and play what I said. I said most boards, not all.
Okay,
Trade
hold
back.
on.
Take it.
That's the only trade.
Y'all want to take it or what?
Boss, you got another offer. Hold
Next,
on, boss. You got
next.
another offer. Go down to the
Next,
next. Just
next.
push next.
No,
Push
next.
next. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the 23.
I mean, you might as well say you get 3.
We might as well keep the other one we had. 'Cause
Oh,
let's stay at 22.
you get 3.
And see, people saying they want to see the lineman that's available. See, they y'all sloppy, but what y'all want to do? Move down?
I just told you that. I ain't drafting for these niggas.
So are we accepting it or what?
Yes. Move back and get a weapon. There's
I'm
3
sick of
available.
y'all team. Y'all team weak as hell.
Boo, we got an extra pick for your sorry ass front office.
That's actually what you should do, though.
Now go to wide receiver.
We-
Oh, you got
Everything get it
it.
right.
You want to turn that down?
Reject it. We're not moving
Yeah,
back
we
down.
rejecting it. Yeah, we cool.
Yeah, we cool. on
Now
that.
go to wide receiver.
They did 2 different trades. God, no.
They went crazy, didn't they?
There
Alright.
it is. That
So
makes
would you-
sense.
That make perfect sense.
I
Actually,
take either one of them.
yeah, we might be
I'll
on
take
it,
either
though.
one of them too, to be honest with you.
That's what I said to you, landlord, man. Swear, man.
Bro,
Next-
all I said
Oh,
was
Luka
y'all
Bird.
acting like old linemen don't exist outside the first round, bro. Y'all the
No.
ones greedy.
It ain't no
No, we
Tyler
never said
Bookers.
that.
That's what we saying.
Yeah, I got it's
Man,
wrong.
Tyler Booker played an NFL snap, boss. Has
Boy,
he?
no, we
Has
ain't
Booker
doing that,
played?
man. You
I'm just
ain't
asking a question.
You ain't hitting y'all brothers, man. Y'all
I
really
just told y'all. Listen,
Southern brothers.
listen,
You know
hold
what?
on though.
We need to get
Y'all
rid of
can't
our
even
show.
find
It need
middle
to be the
ground. I
Henny.
told
It need to
y'all
be the
that
Henny
just make
landlord
us a
show.
watch,
It's
bro.
no more boss land.
That just make us a watch.
Henny land because y'all are brothers. It ain't no more
That
boss
just-
land. It's
bro.
Henny land because the way
Henny
y'all act
land.
is exactly the same, bro. Who y'all
Listen,
gonna pick?
all
Who
I'm
y'all gonna
saying
pick?
is, bro, because y'all being dishonest. Y'all being dishonest. If you all you gotta say is, bro, both of us, we neutral on that, bro. Ain't nobody played in the NFL. Y'all acting like y'all opinion trump ours.
No,
And that's
hey,
not true.
That's the point
Y'all
of
the
it.
only one saying it.
Hey, that's
We
the
damn near
point.
in the second
We
round.
came
These
to fight.
motherfuckers-
What you think we
these
supposed to
motherfuckers-
just hand it
we
to
damn
you?
near in the second round.
We supposed to just make a deal to you? We supposed to just surrender? What you think we supposed to do, landlord? We
Hey,
supposed
You
to
gonna
get
trust them to draft another O lineman after what they did with Booker?
The point is to be against you. What you
guys,
talking about?
Hey,
Hey,
y'all
look,
just
look,
seen what they did to Guy. Ain't nobody on this panel agree with that.
Just from my clarification.
Who you gonna pick?
Hey, boss.
Hold on, I'm
Smith
asking
is
my
Hall of
people.
Famer. He's a Hall of Famer.
I'm asking
So
my
what?
people. Who do y'all want to draft? They interrupting our draft.
I
Who do you
know.
want-
I think I'll take a Doka.
Let's take it, Dope.
Y'all crazy. Passed up Luther, you crazy ass.
Just for clarification, boss. Well, it's too late. Well, you can always go
I'm
back.
taking the Dope.
I want to know where Booker went. That's what I want.
Bird went damn near.
We
in the
can go
second
back.
round.
Yeah, I want to see where Booker went too. That's a good one.
All right.
In the second round.
Hey, if
now,
y'all liking this in the chat,
round.
man, y'all put a 1 if y'all liking this in the chat, man. This is a real war, bro.
All right, we
This
have
is a real
44.
war.
Now, we ain't trading back down.
All right.
Who the best available?
Look at you idiots. You could have got Jaden Higgins. That's why I hate y'all, bro. But y'all don't know what y'all doing. 6'4",
I don't
14,
care.
a RAS score of 992. That's your take.
Don't
right there.
hype the man. Don't hype the man. That man.
Exactly.
1,100, almost 1,200 yards. Y'all gonna act like that? Man, boy, I swear y'all.
Edoga the most.
Get these rookie ass draft people out of here. Get these rookie draft people out of here, man.
Over talking.
This proves y'all got sugar eyes.
Yeah, you're right.
Over talking again. Are you gonna let us talk, boss?
Egbuka is a career number 2, but I digress. That boy been a number 2
I
all
digress.
4
Okay,
years
and
of his
he gonna
career.
be a number 2
All
over here
4
too,
years of his
Lou. He
career.
gonna be a number 2 over
Nah,
here
it's
too,
all right.
Lou.
Yeah, I thought we wanted a dog though. I thought we wanted a dog. That's
Fam.
what I heard. I thought we wanted
Fam.
a dog. We settled in.
Fam.
That's what they want.
Hey,
They guilty of sugar eye. They just showed that they got a
Damn
doga.
freshman outdoing this boy.
They got a number
Damn
2, a career number 2.
Olave outdid it. Jackson Smith and Jigba outdid it. I can keep going. Marvin Harrison Jr. I ain't named 5 damn receivers. He was number 2.
And he was 1,000-yard receiver every one of those years too.
Mike Green, y'all. Mike Green.
I ain't taking the right master.
Mike Green.
You don't know if he guilty of that.
I don't give a fuck. We ain't taking the dude with multiple allegations. We ain't gonna.
What about corner? You got Maxon Harrison, Trey Amos. There's some dogs.
Balls,
What we gotta
let's see.
say?
What we
got to safety in the defensive line?
You want safety?
What we got to safety in defensive line?
Okay, safety. Andrew Makuba. You know, Kevin Winston. There's some good safeties.
What about D line?
DT. You got Deion Walker, TJ Sanders.
Yeah, we got White. Damn.
Yeah, it was a wipeout on that.
They went crazy for defense.
Y'all want to look at running back? Y'all want to look at?
Let's look at running back. Matter of fact, because we need one. Because I ain't going in here with Miles Sanders.
Big Junkins, I would.
Since y'all got Sugar Eye, what y'all gonna do?
I feel like the value is right there at the running back.
Yeah, let's do Junkins.
Thank you. Junkins next.
Boy, y'all about so weak.
That's it. That's 2 rounds, boss.
No, it ain't 2 rounds. We got extra pick in the second, didn't we?
Yeah, y'all got an extra pick.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, cause we traded back because we smart.
That was smart. I give y'all that.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all out here doing too much. Yeah, we still got some.
Hey, OC, you peep. I give him a little bit of credit, and he just run away with it.
Yeah, man. It's fine.
Shade, bro.
Defense.
Hey, this might sound crazy because I was talking major shit about Deion Walker.
It was a corner run. Damn. Corner got wiped out bad.
Then let's go defensive line because I heard Deion Walker played all last year with a jacked up back.
There he is.
He's still available?
Yep.
I'll take him.
Good draft.
All right, we done.
I say I get this draft a C.
A C.
Yeah, because your first pick reach ass.
That wasn't no damn reach.
That's not a reach. We picked him
we picked him where he's supposed to be picked at.
Exactly.
No, man, y'all passed up on Burton. You panicked. It was Sugar Eye.
No,
I'm
not. No, I didn't pass up.
What do you feel like about this draft right here, chat?
Lou ain't gonna say that because Lou don't even think Burton is like that. That's why Lou ain't said shit about the Burton pick.
I mean, I think he better than Booker.
I don't believe so.
No, he's not.
Everybody give me a grade. Everybody give me your grade on that draft. First 3 rounds. Then.
Oh, now you want to talk about fit?
Real quick.
You want to talk about fit now?
Yes. For why?
No, you were preaching weapons all throughout. Yes. Now you want to talk about fit?
You got a weapon, didn't I, nigga?
Now you want to talk about fit?
Why you acting so goddamn?
Y'all getting a B. Y'all getting a B. Y'all fucking draft getting a B.
In here. I see a few A's.
Y'all fucking draft getting a lot of. I see C, B minus, 1A. Yeah.
I see a bunch of A's. You ain't looking at my chat box, man.
All right, let's restart. It's our time.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so let's go. Dallas solo. All right, let's represent, fellas. It's easy work.
Team lineman here.
Okay.
Of course, y'all get to talk too now. It's a war room.
It's a war room.
They got the final say, though.
We got the final say.
Go ahead.
Ooh, I like that. Let me.
That's a good.
And look at ours. Look at this. We got Ashton and Ted on the board. And Tyler Booker. Ooh, we are really in that thing.
See, ladies and gentlemen, what you're about to see now is
it's a lie because they can take an offensive lineman over
Lou, OC, and Boss. Are they gonna dive in with this old line pick when you got Genty and Matt and Ted sitting right there on the board? Now, if they don't pick Booker here, that means all this argument was for absolute.
Oh, we gotta pick Booker. We did all this
time.
So
do you have to pick Booker? If you want to force yourself, ask yourself, do you really believe that he is better than the people on the board?
I already got the answer to that, man. Hush, you already know the answer to that.
So he better than Ted McMillan. He better than Genty.
It's not about that. I'm drafting.
No.
Yes. Ted is overrated in this draft.
Y'all rate drafts by the first
pick.
Ted is overrated in this draft.
We ain't drafting for need. We drafting BPA. We drafting BPA. All right, then show me you drafting BPA.
Man, y'all be quiet because we need to talk amongst ourselves.
No, we ain't finna be quiet. Y'all niggas talk the whole time.
Exactly.
You talk the whole time.
Man, we made the pick, bro. This ain't no hypocrite thing. We picked Tyler Booker, bro. We finna tell you how to make this thing work. Now, that's because you over. Yeah, you. Nah, I'm finna show you how to draft, man. You just a rookie, bro.
Yeah, he went out the first
Boy,
round.
I swear to God. I swear to God.
Oh my God,
I
Jinty,
swear to
still on
God.
the board.
Oh my God.
Finally it went off.
Oh God.
Wow.
Oh,
Travis, fake news.
Man, I should have moved down and got an extra pick though. I could have did that. I should have see. That's what happened. I should have consulted with. I should have consulted with my with the. See, I got sabotaged by the heathens. All right, so let me look, guys. What y'all want to do? What y'all want to look at? Obviously, we want to look at receiver. There we go. I'm good right there.
Nigga, what's the running back?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna wait a little bit on running back.
We can wait, man. I'll be real good with this right here, bro. Bam.
Mm-hmm.
So we got us a 6'4" Dak friendly weapon versus y'all got him a number 2 6 foot little ass dude. I got a 4.45 3-cone champion with 1,200 yard production, and we got the offensive line that's gonna push dudes into hell. That's the difference between our draft and your soft ass draft.
That nigga got 1,200 yards in a weak ass division.
And
All
this
right,
proves
y'all see
this
it?
proves exactly what I said,
Y'all
that you
see
can
it?
get a
Yeah,
good
draft
weapon
crazy
at
guys.
2 without panicking like they did. They are full of they are panickers, and you can see. And this is my whole point.
He ain't better than Edoga.
So now let's use what you said. They ain't played in the league yet.
Is Edoga not the first round pick grade? If he was so good, he'd be over Edoga, right?
So let me tell y'all, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, let me sell you on the benefits of this. Now, what you have just built is a dumb. Hold on, see, this is what I know. This is what I know. This is what I know. I know how to do with you, Boop. See, I know what to do with him. Just shut him up. Yes, I know exactly what to do when I'm trying to talk. See, he can't pull that Henny stuff. So, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this is what we just built with this. We just built the top offensive line. Your quarterback now has a lot of time. You have plenty of push. You're going to be able to bully teams. You're going to be able to close out games. And you got you a number 2 weapon that runs a 4.4. He's 6'4". He bigger than a receiver, and he fit us better because we always been wanting that big receiver, which we don't have. We still got a bunch of point guards. So they panicked. We didn't. This is a better draft. I rest my case.
OC, get in on this real quick. Tell me the benefit of this 2 picks here.
Yeah, I mean, Boss took all the cheese on that, man. That would be the benefit of it. And I think that one thing that we just don't really consider enough is the mind and the heartbeat of Brian Schottenheimer. What has he historically done? What does he like to do? What does he want to do? He's the head coach. What are his priorities? And his priorities are physicality, man. His priorities are going to be the best he can up front. The issue is that we already picked up 2 running backs, and I'm not saying that solves all our problems and we can't still get better in that position, because that's not true. But we picked 2 running backs, and historically, when the Cowboys do stuff like that early in free agency, they're looking to see if that stuff can work out and make a move late. Now, Genty would be a fantastic pick there. I'm not going to even lie. He would be a great pick there. But if you go the other way and then you go Booker and you get a tall, big wide receiver, you still can remedy a lot of stuff because, again, going back to the Seahawks, when you saw what he did there with Russell Wilson, and Russell Wilson at this point in his career is not a comp of Dak. Dak is way better. But what you see is he got the job done with 2 backs, and they were very effective, both rushing 4,000 yards. And so it's multiple ways to slice this pie, but that's how I see it.
Lou, defend that draft picks, Lou, real quick.
Terrible.
I know, y'all hating, but what you done? You automatically, you automatically upgrade. You surely upgrade a position. We're not settling. You could go on and tell yourself that Brock Hoffman lie all you want, but here's the facts: the man lost his position at his primary position in the 2nd preseason game. But I'm supposed to sit here and take that he's going to be a starting level guard. His backup position, I'm not going to sit here and take that. So I know I'm getting a sure-handed guard. I shored up my protections. I shored up my run game. And everyone's saying, Genty, I understand that would have been a great pick. But guess what? Here's the facts also. This running back class is almost 5 rounds deep. What we done with this draft, We didn't get sugar out and reach, and we get wiped out in other positions. You saw the other draft; they got completely wiped other positions because they was going heavy in the weapon. So we have set up we set up the short pieces of this team. We got us a sure receiver. Now we can go in and go defense. But yeah, we got great value for our picks.
Man, Lou don't believe in no picks, bro. I heard how he was stuttering.
Tell me how
Lou don't believe in that shit.
How they messed up with those 2 picks.
Because they've been arguing for BPA. Did they sit there and put Booker over Genty and over
crazy reach? Crazy reach.
Crazy. And then you didn't even trade back. You could have at least traded back and got us more picks.
Crazy reach. They did some Ricky stuff.
Man, that ain't no crazy reach. You did a crazy reach with your book. You ain't
finish.
I'm sorry. Star. Get that ass, Star. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Reach just to prove a point because Boss knows in no way in hell would he sit there and skip over Genty and pick Booker. He would never see it in real life. So
I would, because that's what goes to.
You get fired.
No, I wouldn't get fired because you know what? What I'm seeing in the chat, we've seen this before. Guess who? See, this is why the OC had to remind y'all of his track record because all y'all ass booed Tyler Smith. Every one of y'all booed his ass. Yeah, you did. Yeah, all your ass booed Tyler Smith, and now you know.
I actually like Tyler Smith.
All y'all did.
I actually like Tyler Smith.
Now, OC was the only one, and me that stood flat-footed on that. So, and guess what? Guess what? You love it now, don't you? You love it.
You cheat. We supposed to be evaluating y'all draft.
Guess what? Boss wouldn't have got fired. Because guess what? OC and Boss was the only few that stood on that.
If you ain't gonna let them talk.
No, I ain't gonna just let you lie. Because you trying to act like that's what you trying to do is you trying to work the crowd. And Lou is right. People want sexy. People want sexy. And then y'all trying to act like we faking because we see the value in the guard on the offense that cost 1,800 yards before. That's the facts. That's a reach according to how you value it. The way that I value 10 years of a guard and a solid offensive line is different from you. See, I know.
No, hold on, boss. Let's play it late. According to this draft,
we're going to be able to
according to this draft value.
Hold up, Lou.
Genty went in the second round.
Hey man, get him out of here. He don't know how to hurt.
Hold up, Lou. Let hit it go. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is my point because y'all niggas hypocrites. Y'all sat here for days on days trying to preach to me about BPA. There's a good chance that Tyler Booker would be the best player there. There's a good chance that he was He was not the best player there by most.
No. You sugar happy.
Let me finish.
Boss, you can't do that, boss. You can't do that. Come on now.
You can't do that, boss. Come on now. Ted McMillan was a higher graded player than him. Ashton Genty was a higher graded player than him. They were both right there, and you didn't even move back. You reached for your guard, then you went back to the second round and got at least a worse fit for Dak Prescott than wide receiver was right there.
Horrible draft.
Now
let me get him. Let me
get 2 seconds.
Go ahead.
And I'll finish, man. So so let me ask you a question. So let me just ask you this, man. I really want to know. So you up here talking about 10 years of guard. You got your quarterback and a window to compete for the next 2 to 3 years. Tyler Guyton, there's so many Tylers, I forgot the nigga name. Tyler Booker might not be ready year 1 to even help you compete right now. So you mean to tell me you're going to waste another year of Dak Prescott's limited window to compete, trying to build up an offensive line? I told y'all building lines for Arch Manning. That's what y'all did. Y'all building lines for Arch Manning. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I really love.
No, Your Honor. Now, so then he just get the tag, and this guy, and I don't get to respond to that BS.
We responded to y'all draft. You had me off the show for 30 minutes.
You going back to back, bro? That ain't because you.
No, you had me off the show for 30 minutes on purpose.
I didn't mean to it. I swear to God, I wouldn't do you like that, big dog.
Boss, you got it, boss, and then landlord, you close it out.
Yeah, this is where I tell you they trying to play on y'all emotions, man. This is where it's disingenuous what Henny is doing, because I already told y'all I knew exactly what was going to be my rank even before we started this. So I'm not going to start a draft and not have this already thought out. So this is the difference between us and y'all. Y'all think the only way to win it right now is a receiver 2 weapon, right? I'm over here knowing that our team was our actual Dallas Cowboys, not what San Fran does, not what Detroit does. Your actual Dallas Cowboys history says when you got a top offensive line, y'all win a lot of games and y'all get in the playoffs consistently, even when your backs are okay. That's your own history. You won 10 games in a row doing that. You won 11 games in a row doing that. And you was able to plug and play 2 backs to get 1,800 yards and then 1,600 yards. There's no weapon that you're going to draft this year going to give you even 1,200 yards. There's not one. But the history
Why? Because
of getting
you say so?
hold on.
Because you say so?
Hold on.
Old landlord.
That's what history says. That's what history says. History ain't telling you no receiver getting you 1,600, 1,800 yards, you liar.
Nobody getting 1,600, 1,800 yards. Why you had to throw out this absolute ass number?
Because that's what Zeke did, 1,600. Yeah, and that's what Murray did after we got Zach Martin at guard.
It's running back. We talk about.
You gonna give the success of Amari. You gonna give the success of Amari to the guard. Man, get out of here, boss.
I gotta get rid of him because he's trying to cut me off. So this is the deal. Yes, I'm giving it to the guard because it was after Zach Martin they did that. That's a fact. When they got Zach Martin, that's when Murray went for 1,800 yards. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. You calling the cap when it's historical. It happened to your team. So
that's the only thing that changed. That's the only thing you can get a credit to.
That was the main thing. The guard was the last piece.
Let me jump in, boss, real quick. So, landlord, what you got to remember, because you done followed our show for a while, man. We pulled up on the graph from the top when Terrence Steele, when he wasn't hurt, right? When he first got those first couple of years of starting at right tackle, we showed the draft of 80-something% of the rush yards being behind him and Zach Martin. So you cannot underestimate the impact of the elite all-pro guard, bro. You can't. And what we're saying is this. You cannot try to force the narrative and say we're being non-bipartisan by saying that, hey, man, the odds are against you to have a wide receiver come in here and produce a 1,200-yard season. And it is because you already got CeeDee Lamb here, as you said. And like I said earlier, whoever you get, if you want the wide receiver, okay, fine, you can take him. But that dude got to be really, really good his first year. And if he's not, he's going to be pressured. He's going to get beat to smithereens by the Dallas media because we picked him high and he underperformed. And that's what happened. That happened to Mozzie, right? That happened to this other defensive end. I forget his name, Taco Charlton. That happened to him. We reached on him. Happened to him as well. So that's all I'm trying to tell you. So you got to consider that.
You're right, though. But all I said, it ain't my fault that they waited so late. I wanted a receiver last year in the historic receiver class last year. So it ain't my fault. Just like it ain't y'all fault they drafted Guyton. But I want to ask y'all this. How do y'all even trust them after what they did last year? Like, I know Cooper Beebe played well, but they drafted 2 linemen and made them play different positions. How could you even trust them with getting these linemen after their recent track history? Like, that's crazy. You think they gonna make another player up?
Who you asking?
I'm asking all your whole side. Like, how could you even trust them?
Those were developmental years, and if you watch any old linemen, the breakdown content, we already said that. That's developmental years for rookies. Their second years, these boys coming out strong. Cooper Beebe is gonna be much better. Tyler Guyton is in the weight room like a madman. Even Brian Schottenheimer said that. That's the only component he needs. He has the athleticism. He has most of the tools, but he needs some more strength, and he's adding that strength. So that dude's gonna come back and be good. Go back to current history, recent history. If you look at Tyron Smith was getting overpowered his first year out of USC as a young 20, 21-year-old dude. He added muscle, he added strength, he already had the athleticism, and he's a Hall of Famer. So Tyler Guyton is going to be a very, very good tackle in this league, and I stand by that, and I'll say it on this panel. So you can't say it's a miss because you didn't have immediate Pro Bowlers. Neither was Zach Martin a Pro Bowler his first year with the Cowboys. He was much closer than Guyton, but he wasn't a Pro Bowler his first year.
You pretty much making Hen case. You building the O-line for Arch Manning.
Hold on real quick. No, that's not true. Because see, this is the thing. This
you
is
just said you got to develop them developmental years.
Yeah, but this is the deal. Because your question was, why would we trust the? And I can't honestly, bro. I can't even believe you asked that question because you should know better than that. You said, how can we trust the Dallas Cowboys on offensive line?
After last year, yes.
See, well, if you just kind of coin it to history being last year again, yeah. But if I look at the overall history,
we just talk about recent history. The folks that drafted.
Well. Let me tell you why I trust the Dallas Cowboys even from last year is because when they drafted an offensive line named Tyron Smith, he ended up being all pro. Then they drafted Fredericks when everybody booed like they doing in the chat. Yeah, he ended up being all pro. You end up loving him. Then they also booed Zach Martin. You end up loving him. You same people booed Tyler. So it looks like when they get these guys in the first round, except for tackle, and even Tyron Smith, he had to develop when he was on the right tackle. So offensive line, especially in the first round, has been the best picks in our history.
Are you sure about that?
It's been the best picks in our history.
You ain't missed on wide receiver in the first round, though. You ain't missed.
Okay, how many all pros that we have at receiver in the first round?
Two. You only drafted two.
How many you have at offensive line?
A bunch.
Okay, that's my point.
100%.
So I need you to. I had the floor.
You asked me a question, and I responded.
The response showed you was wrong. So you didn't even. You shouldn't even interrupted me because your response showed you was wrong. Because that's why I said, and it proved my point. My point was this: you asked landlord, why would you trust the Dallas Cowboys on offensive line? That's one of the. Come on now, you got to know your history better than that.
Man, put some context on that because that's not what I said.
Yeah, because you said from last year, but I'm saying like.
Recent history matters.
Yeah, but I'm saying I still trust him from recent history. Because see, I'm not like y'all that expect Tyler Guyton to be an all-pro year one. That's y'all false expectations. I ain't got that expectation. I got that expectation that Tyler Guyton by year 2 and year 3 go shut everybody up like we always do. And y'all gonna be the same people that went from hating on him saying he ain't shit in your bus gonna be like, I love him, he holding down that left side and he the man. Because y'all didn't wait for him to develop. And really what it is, overall with most people, and I'm gonna just be all the way honest, it's a disdain for God. I'm gonna be honest, it's a disdain for offensive line. It's a disrespect for it. That's why I always boo it and end up wrong. That's why. Our whole history say we boo it and we wrong every time. So now you got a group that's willing to go with what's right and have a guard that ain't even been graded this high in 6-some years. Say, you know what, this completes your whole offensive line and it sets him off on a 10-year path of run dominance, and y'all scared of that because you're thirsty and you got a sugar rush for a receiver and you want to beg for it and then go reach for another 6'1" receiver on the move down. I think that's completely weak.
You the only one that reached. You were the one that drafted somebody outside of the top 12 when there was top 10 talents on the board. So don't come here capping. Don't come in here capping like we would have won.
All right, man. Hey, OC got to go. So
me too. Can I say one thing before I go?
Yeah, I think we need to give our final words real quick.
Okay.
So OC, on our final words, you got to give your ranks and then your final word. And then we gonna give our final word.
Yeah, my ranks regarding what?
Okay, the people on this thumbnail.
Yeah, man. Look. First of all, man. I think that Genty is a really, really, really good back, man. I think that he'll do great things in the league, man. If I had the opportunity, and I am, and let me admit this, okay? This is me being transparent. I am a little biased offensive lineman, 2,000%, because I am one. I coach him, I train him, all that stuff, right? So I'm a little biased, right? But if I look at Booker's game, and I look at the shelf life of a good guard being 8 to 10 years if they're elite, and I look at the shelf life of a running back being 4 to 6 years, I'm making a business decision. I'm going with the longer tenured player. I'm going with the guy that I can get more productivity out of that is less likely to have major injuries than a guy that's going to get beat up on and get hit every single play of every single game, pretty much. So, look, I like Booker, man. I do really, really like Genty, man. I think Genty's awesome. And then these other guys fall beneath him. Ted, I think Ted is really, like I said, if he was last year, he's bottom of the first, early second.
That's right.
I think he's good. I think he has a chance to be good, but I don't trust that day one as a solution as a solution to say, hey, this guy's gonna immediately come in and be the 1B to CeeDee Lamb. I just don't trust it. I just don't. That's me. That's my opinion. You guys have yours. So that's my final word, man. You guys have been fantastic. This has been great. And man, I respect all you guys' content and your feedback, whether you agree with me or you don't. All right. So I appreciate the time, man, and thank you guys. Salute.
Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, OC.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, we really enjoyed you, Ken.
All right, so I guess we got to let one of the bad guys.
Let me get mine off. Don't do that.
Yeah.
He's next, so I can go.
Let's get one of the one of them dudes.
My final word is, it's so great the way the Lord worked, because I feel like the Lord put y'all in between that rock and that hard place, and y'all had to be dishonest in the way y'all drafted. It's just so great the way they set it up. Like, they put these better weapons in front of y'all, and just so y'all wouldn't lose, I heard big time he set the stage for it and kind of messed them up, because he's like, oh, if they pick a weapon, like, big time really saved y'all. Because, bro, ain't no way y'all know for a fact y'all wouldn't be picking that dude over no Gentry, over no chick. So it's crazy that y'all was in that. The Lord put y'all in between that rock and that hard place, and y'all had to be blatantly dishonest in the way y'all wanted to pick it, and it just exposed y'all, and I love it. So shout out to all my people, Team Weapons or else. I feel like this was a landslide. We dominated y'all. You know what I'm saying? OC held it down. Shout out to OC, because Boss was on some other stuff. You almost messed it up. But shout out to OC. He the one that landed some punches, and we came back spinning back. So, hey, Team Weapons, we dominated. Shout out to the people in the chat. But I appreciate y'all, man. In the debate, we gotta do our little banter and stuff. Y'all know it's all love, it's all respect, man. I appreciate y'all.
Rank your list before you go. Rank your list. Rank the guys.
You already know. For me, it's Gentry, then it's Tech, then it's Burton, then it's Booker.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Hey, good show,
but
man.
I appreciate y'all, man. Salute.
Hey, landlord punch hard, man. That's my dog. He punch hard. All right,
hey,
man.
you know how we do, boss.
I enjoyed it, bro. You gangster. You really are. All right, boy.
Already, man.
That boy fight good. I give him his props. He a good fighter. I think one of us need to go last, though. Hey, Lou, you can go last. I'm gonna go ahead because they outnumbered us. So I'm gonna first throw up my list. On this list that's in front of me, the first person, and okay, let me first say how I came to this. First of all, I moved Ted up because I didn't know Ted's speed. Henny did a real good job of showing me that the game speed, getting me the analytics. There is no way I can be an honest person and see his athleticism and the way that he ran in terms of game speed and did not have, because that was one of my checklist things. I also saw him in press coverage, which was impressive. But and that's what I needed to see, because there's not a lot of that on his tape. But then when I really compared him to other receivers, especially in years past, this is my comp to him, and I think it's perfect. I think he's T. Higgins. I think T. Higgins is the perfect comp to him. And so when you look at T. Higgins, and that's what the OC said, is when you look at Ted in most drafts, he gonna be a bottom of the first, top of the second. In last year's draft, he would have been a bottom of the first, top of the second guy. Especially in the CeeDee Lamb, he would have been a second, maybe even third round guy. It just because T. Higgins was a second round guy with way more production than Ted. So when I didn't want to get a receiver that I'm gonna see year in and year out at a 12 spot. I wanted to get a guy that we don't see. You don't see bookers or guards even comped or even discussed this high. Now, I know a lot of people don't like rock with that, but in my opinion, I believe, especially when I look at our history and I look at how we was able to plug in Zeke and get 1,600 yards, and we was able to plug in DeMarco Murray after we acquired Zach Martin to right guard to 1,800 yards. And then what I've been preaching the whole season was what? We need to run the ball. I'm not gonna do all of that to get inconsistent right now. I'm not gonna do all of that, especially when I know I can get T. Higgins next year, the year after that, the year after that, the year after that. It's gonna be a lot of Tets. It ain't gonna be a lot of Bookers. So my order is this, because I want to tell people my logic of my order. Booker first, and this was hard. But Booker first, then Genty, then Ted. That's my order, then Golden. Those will be my order sitting right there. And this is the last thing I'm gonna say on my final word. And this is what I honestly believe. If we was to get Booker, you know what would have happened? Y'all would boo it. But I'm gonna tell y'all, it's really two good options. Nobody actually wrong in this debate. If we got Ted, that's good. But if we get Booker, that's real good too. And I want y'all to recognize it and not fall for the trap we always do and boo our future All-Pro and Hall of Famer. That's my final word.
All right, can I go next? I do have to jump off. I got early morning.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So, hey, man, my final word is this. I enjoyed punching on y'all again. I always enjoy coming through, kicking y'all ass, drinking coffee and talking shit. Because it was a clean sweep, man. Like I said, y'all landed a couple blows thanks to the OC. The OC is a good fighter. Y'all are not. Y'all should go to his gym, his dojo, and learn how he does things. But I'll say this, man. When it comes to BPA and we talk about guys like Tech McMillan and where he would rank in other drafts, it doesn't really equate to anything when we're picking currently, because this is the draft that he is in, and currently he is the best wide receiver. Dez Bryant was a bottom of the first round wide receiver. He is one of the best wide receivers you ever had in your franchise. Brian Thomas was bottom of the first wide receiver. Was a 1,200-yard wide receiver last year. Justin Jefferson was like pick 24 or something wild like that. He didn't even go top of his own draft, and he is considered one of the best wide receivers in the National Football League. So just because how boards might fall here and there, it does not just take away from the fact that Tech McMillan is an obvious upgrade, one of the better wide receiver prospects with that size. There's not too many people that size with that kind of game speed that comes around. There's also a route runner. There's one thing that people do not talk about with Tech McMillan is his ability to win straight out with releases and movement in short areas. People try to pigeonhole him in as a large catch radius wide receiver when he's more than that. So I have no issues with your train of thought. I love that you are trying to fix the trenches, because they're important. Nobody is sitting here saying that the trenches are not important. It's one of the most vital things on the team, right? We need protection. We need to be able to run the football at will. We need that. But our thing is this. We believe that we can manufacture a way to run the ball and protect Dak Prescott. One of the reasons your offensive line struggled last year is because you almost threw the ball 700 times. You were top 3 in the National Football League in pass attempts and towards the bottom of the league in rushing attempts. Once you even that out with the play calling and the things that you do, you will be a better offensive line by default. When you're not asking guys that struggle to pass pro to have 600 snaps dropping back and passing. So it was a great fight. Y'all did well. Y'all lost again, and I gotta go. God bless America. God bless the Cowboys.
Can I go next? Okay. But yeah, my final word, I guess I'll do my rankings first. My ranking would be Ted, because for like 2 years now I've been saying, bro, we really need like a true X wide receiver. I've been on this. So, and I agree with Henny. Like, I think one thing that's missed is that he's not just like a big tall wide receiver like a DK Metcalf, where it's like he's not really a route runner. I feel like he's both. So I feel like he's Dak friendly, but in the route running, but he's also Dak friendly in that Dak's never really had that 6'4" wide receiver. And I've been wanting him to have that for years. So my ranking would be Ted first, Genty, then Booker, then Burden or Golden, either one that you can flip that. But my final word is this, is that I'm definitely not telling anybody to make a reach. for a wide receiver is wide receiver or death or anything like that. But I am saying that if you have it on the board where you can pick between Booker and Genty and Tet, I think that you should go with the weapon first, because I think that wide receiver 2 is a glaring hole, and then also running backs. I mean, we got to be for real. Right now, we only got Devontae Williams and Miles Sanders, who are decent backs, but those are not going to be our running back ones. I mean, I just feel like we need to get more explosive in offense. I get tired of looking at all these other teams, and they're just so explosive offensively. Then I see them with their offensive line, and not everybody on there is first round picks. They got second round picks, undrafted, fifth round picks, third round picks. So I don't feel like we need to get an offensive lineman over an explosive weapon, because I feel like an explosive weapon is supposed to be received. But anyway, this was a very fun debate. Had a lot of fun. I think Team Weapon won by a lot. I think that draft that y'all did was the Reaps draft, and everybody agreed with me. And yeah, that's my final word. I'll see y'all later.
Man, you dirty. You dirty. That's my girl. All right, girl. Hey, yeah, they saying they need a part 2. Can I explain something real quick, moderator?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just real quick before Lou give his final words. Real quick. The right team is stayed with you the whole time. Notice what everybody else did. They gave their final words and left. Who's still with you? The trenches. But I want to say this real quick. In terms of a part 2, this is DC Universe. So we don't really know how this stuff go come about. It's very organic. If it's a real fight, we go organize whoever want to kind of debate these type of situations out, and then we'll debate it out. But the whole goal of this was just really for us to really put out there and narrow down how we see the draft board. So DC Universe could be doing stuff like this. It might not be the same crew. It might not be the same crew. It could be a totally different crew, a totally different topic. So we don't know what's gonna happen on DC Universe. So but we don't know when part 2 is coming. Now we are talking about doing something with Sports Junkie. We've been talking about doing something, especially with these campaigns with Keenan to Dallas. Let me just talk about that real quick before we get up out of here. The 2 campaigns, man, that we really been hitting on right now. Let's make sure we do some work on that before a decision is made. Is make sure that we go out on Twitter and we push these 2 big campaigns, because we want Micah paid now so that we can go ahead and free up some cash to be able to get that weapon that they're trying to act like they're too broke to get. So I just want to say that real quick, since people have been asking about a part 2. That's it for me.
Yeah. So you put the graphic back up so I can do my rankings.
Yeah.
So notice how, if y'all didn't know, they already gone. They're gonna probably see some recording. But notice how whenever it came to weapon, they were fine with any of those.
Right.
And that's the theme of this draft. And we trying to preach to them. There's a lot of guys you like, but it ain't nobody that you love, right? So when going into here, you can argue all 3. So how my rankings would go. Of course, I got Tyler Booker / Josh Simmons out of Ohio State. We ain't gonna talk about that right now. Yeah. Then I got Ashton Genty. The reason why I love Ashton Genty. I love him as a pick, but running back is so plentiful in this draft that with you having so many needs, you can wait on it. And then my next guy, I got Golden over Tet. I've been saying it. I think Golden,
you have.
I think Golden is the best receiver in this class, and it's not because of his 40. The 40 add on to it. It's the the cherry on top. But Golden can get open, and I'll argue with all of them. Golden route tree is shitting on Tet. So I'm gonna be honest with you. It really is. I seen him win. I don't know what they talking about Tet using his body. I see Tet get open in zones. I'm not seeing him really snatch away, and then Golden just facing the better competition. That's another thing why I got Booker so high, y'all. I'm gonna go back to Booker real quick. There is no tape, and I will argue with your mama. There is no tape better than Booker. Booker is going up against dogs every time, like top defensive linemen. I'm not seeing Tet going up against the best of the best. Yeah, he got tape on, Travis Hunter, but I don't see him going up against the best of the best. Then who I got after that? I got Luther Burden. I got questions for Luther Burden because he had 1,200 yards his junior year, 600 yards his senior year. and then he's just a pure yak guy. So you know about them yak guys. The comp to him is Debo Samuel. That's a bad comp to me. I don't view him as a receiver. And then I got Ibuka. I'm very low on Ibuka because Ibuka is a number 2. He's a career number 2, and everyone, you saw how they settled for that. You know what I'm saying?
I saw it.
You saw how they settled for that, and
they did.
We were arguing a dog versus somebody who's number 2,
a pup.
So when we talk about offensive line, we need to start valuing it. We do. I don't know why they think the trend of the league is going towards passing. We're going away from passing. They were talking about everybody got number 2. Buffalo. Who is the Buffalo Bills number 2 receiver? Who are the Buffalo Bills number 1 receiver? You know what I'm saying? I got plenty of teams I can name, and they got there with the guys up front. With the guys up front, they say they love to bring up the Philly couldn't run the ball. They protected. Did Kansas City protect? Hell no. And that's where the game was won. So you viewing it, you viewing it from a weapon spotlight, but you forgetting the biggest picture right there in front of you. The game is won up front, and that's how it was won in 1910s, and that's how it's gonna be won in 2042. The big guys up front. So if you continue to ignore it, you will put a cap on your season. And here's the facts: your team was soft. No receiver ever, and I don't know any receiver. I don't care how big he is, gonna make your team any harder. Tyler Booker in his film, that boy is tough. That boy is trying to block people past the ground. That boy is trying to block people to hell.
Talk to him.
He trying to make people eat the turf. That's a dog. I want that. Y'all be talking about Brock Harper, how he be fighting and chirp. He be doing that to get up people's skin. Tyler Booker gonna do that and gonna try to beat your ass too.
That's
I want
right.
that on my team.
Me too.
That's my final word, man. I appreciate everybody.
Man,
great link, man.
It's fun today, bro. It was really fun today. We got up to 600 people on here, and this, it's pretty dope, man. 600 people, big time.
Man, listen, what you got tonight, everybody, if you didn't notice, I think it is a representation of what you're getting ready to see in the actual war room of the Dallas Cowboys. I believe it's split. I believe that there are people that want kind of what you heard Henny and Landlord talk about, team weapon. And then I believe you got the foundational pieces in there. It was Stephen Jones when it was Johnny Manziel and Zach Martin. And Steven said, no, we ain't going for the flash. We going for the guy that's going to be here 10, 11 years. That was Stephen Jones, y'all. That's why we got Zach Martin, one because of Jerry. And then the OC said you got to look at your Dak Prescott is slowly but surely going down as far as health goes. He's not the runner he's going to turn more into more of a passer that's going to have the running game that's going to hide his flaws, his physical flaws. So you better get the best lineman possible. Not only run great and thing, but if you look at Booker's tape, he's a great pass protector too. It ain't nobody getting past him. I mean, if y'all seen his tape, it is. So based off that, and I had to be the moderator tonight, so I couldn't really jump in the fight. But my rating is Booker 1. And I'm going to even add an unquestionable one. He is not even a thought to me. 2, I'm going to mess you up a little bit more. And I'm basing that off the Cowboys' needs, okay? The Dallas Cowboys needs, not my needs. If we were really smart, we would go Booker 1. We would go, I would even say Ted 2. I would even go Golden 3. And then I would go Genty 4. And the reason why I'm saying is because I can get a running back.
It's different.
It's loaded. We loaded at running back. And a lot of y'all like, I've seen a lot in the chat groups, a lot of y'all like Hampton more. I've seen people like Caleb Johnson more. I've even heard people talk about they like Smith from SMU saying he can do all this and all that. So I'm just saying, when the running back is like that, that's fine. You're not gonna find too many dogs. See, I just rank dogs. Booker is the dog out of those 4 on that list. Ted and Golden, you can almost flip a coin. I think what Lou was saying is who's got the more competitive type spirit. And I think I would even say Golden got that over Ted. But Ted is such a problem, man, because of his height and all that. Both of them would be great. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But Genty,
it's no bad picks.
No, it's no bad pick. And then Genty, how long would he last? You see what I'm saying? And Booker gonna give me at least, we never know, but Booker's gonna give me all that. But what I want to tell you guys is this: all of you in the chat, it's rare when you can get this type of talent together. Everybody follows each other's shows. All of you guys that's on the chat follow just about every show on here. Just about. Many of you follow mine. Obviously, everybody follows Boss, the Godfather, and Lou is great at his analysis and all that type of stuff. I mean, he's super great. And one of the upcoming guys, and there's more, as I said before. Y'all know we got plenty more friends, that can come on. What we need to do, somebody asked about when we're going to do it again. That's why you subscribe to everybody's shows, because all of us talk to each other.
That's right.
You just might see Boss with me
tomorrow.
You see Boss with Lou, and you might see Landlord with me, and you might see West Coast. And, it's just
DC universe.
It's a universe, and then of course you got to find a word that you're gonna see on Tuesday with Law and Boss and all the OC and Big Game and all the. So you're getting bits and pieces of it. But when we all decide to come together like this, man, look, you better tell everybody that something good is gonna happen. Boss said something the other day, and I'll close with this. Boss said something the other day that I didn't even know until he said it. That Jerry and Steven get a report from Twitter that they look in and see what people are saying. Do you understand what I'm saying? They look and see what we're saying. So if you don't believe that these hashtags, Key Allen to Dallas and 877 pay Michael now, if you don't believe that they're not getting at least their eyes on this, something is wrong with you. That's why we're asking all of you guys to do all this and do it. And fortunately, a lot of you have responded. This is what we it's a movement that's going on. They're listening to what we're saying, y'all. And that's why the pressure is going up. So we don't mind acting like GMs when they're making stupid decisions. The Paris Campbell thing, come on, man. And I'm still fuming. Why are you wasting time? I understand you gotta have 90 players and all that type of stuff, but you could have went and gone got me painted. You understand? Angie said, "Who am I?"
On DC.
I'm the Undertaker. He'll have it together for you. I'm gonna be rising through the floor like the Undertaker. You'll see it. You know what I'm saying? But
it's dope.
It's gonna be dope. But listen, I appreciate everybody that came on and stayed with us. This is just the beginning. We got a long way to go before the draft, y'all. So you're gonna see bits and pieces of this a whole lot. And listen, I just appreciate being a part of it. And Lou, and I'm just gonna all I'm gonna do is gonna put my show. Just put the link up. Whoever want to come can come on. That's the way I'm gonna do it, because I trust everybody's content. I trust everybody's opinions, and this is just the beginning, y'all. So again, whatever side you want, the team weapon, team O-line, there's no wrong answer.
It's both good.
Both of them are good.
Can I say one more thing about that? Just real quick. If I asked y'all, would you rather have right now Penei Sewell, Micah Parsons, or Chase? Anybody will say, I'll take any one of them.
You good either way.
We good either way. That's really what we dealing with right now, y'all. This is 12, but this is about trying to get 12.
Yeah. Yep. And that's really where you are. If you hadn't figured it out by now, there are gonna be a lot of options at 12. Right. We ain't threw up linebacker.
Yeah,
that may come into play as well.
We ain't threw up that other teams are stupid.
That's right. We ain't talking about other teams.
Wait.
Somebody's going to move up.
If it's more than 2 quarterbacks, we need to be looking at our chops, y'all. More quarterbacks, great players fall down, man.
That's right. It's facts. It's facts.
Yeah, somebody's going to move up. You know, you let Shador keep sliding down like everybody's saying. Somebody gonna get greedy and gonna move way up there and go get them. It's just that simple. That's my final word, boss, man. I appreciate you for letting me do it.
Man, let's get it, man. I enjoyed it, man. Another killer show, another great DC universe. Y'all just stay on the lookout for more of these, man. We gonna be bringing. We don't know when they coming, man. They come when they come. But until then, man, we out.
Out of here.